Paris Saint-Germain. After 20 years, Mikel Arteta aya bako sem kese. Yaba be di hon komo na bo ahmane ma koye pa. Area ma Fakye sport, this is sport. Na ye no tenama kosi ze no bebe dia pansima no edianan enum. Eti exactly 5:45 na ya pj mu na de aka to aso area ma o. Na ne yebedi nkoma ahodo na aboa na hye na daye etimi ede amamo ne Benjamin Akioku Jenfi Ricardo Vaz ebe join me wo ha said that day no yen guest ne be Michael Akumia the sports messiah and obeke ho ne nyina ka bom abo adwuma afi 73 ya be the latest squad Carlos Queiroz so no na de ba you te hwan na de ba you on the 22nd May bosumi ya mu ye kwa koberi tia Mexico na emezo squad ni dia ye local guys ewura mu no ye bre ne edi nkomo na afiri Ghana Premier League no me no ka say ya boss ma me no the various centers na emeze nas bomb modern no the matches no to so e de mawa bibibia de da na kwam e ko kama pa zo matches ni e brekum Chelsea Mediama SC Gold Stars SC ABOU FC Samates Accra to Folk Karela United FC, Sweden All Blacks FC, ABOU 11 Wonders FC, Young Apostles, ABOU Vision FC, Bechem United, ABOU Dreams FC, na Basekoli Stars, elsewhere with Diana Football Club, Asante Kotoko Hohoi, and the Laimumu match, Koroko Embo match, but more 3 points. At the Hona Pandu, Heart of Lions in Nations FC. The follow matches no, Omotrije Tuma, the Ebe Kosubiano. Ye de be romu kama pedi amount. Ye be o joining na ha we ye brekum Chelsea or my rival ewo brekum Golden City Park and I was there any place and baba be do ye no na jeze obo de enjoy kakra na aboa mane ma kuyera man to mo dress room on ni na was ampa bibia sheye kama pa. So that's brekum Chelsea for you. Na ohun me diema football club omo de no now the Kevin Kroma Fuzi Taylor mo and yeboa mo na Prince Ousu Kuju Messi mo ne omo maka no mo so omo de no e trade gusa di yen Ghana Premier League no matches ne be koso ano edimpa di follow from all angles na aboa na hihye no adeda ye kama so no etimi edi amamo di za pepe eri sieti na report bi arabeba Ebze nas ma uze ne special to men class we Roma Accra Sports Stadium to we na ye hwese ye befie bitime ra akona ya kwakudi nkomo Accra ne on sere ne ba esiete. But a question of the day eko area matichu Arsenal fans no okoye official handle wa ye dia to obetimi dia adwenche no so no aba be Roma na ye be kike dia amount 0207543637. As an Arsenal FC fan right now, which trophy matters more to you, the UEFA Champions League or the Premier League? As an Arsenal FC fan right now, which trophy matters more to you, the UEFA Champions League or the Premier League? The Arsenal fan, and they know club ne dawa kuma so emeze mu major trophy achepa na ene kakra ma the grand finale or Champions League, you know, EPL no so na emeze akakuma bi amobro so age. The he pa na ogia wani beje pa kwagu emezo gina masasa na fan question we are no saying.
I've always maintained I'll go for the Champions League. Yes. I'll go for the Champions League. They've won the Premier League for 13 times, right?
Yeah.
And offer Premier League and the Champions League now is the only trophy that Omo Mianom Chelsea for the Seromo.
Oh, okay.
So what did the American say? So Chelsea na fair any Arsenal in terms of the Premier League, the draw magic. But the Champions League, you to be trophy be bremu. So Chelsea for the Arsenal for the game koma. Say be Arsenal ni na me jam their mom. I will definitely go for the UEFA Champions League. And looking at the performance they've given this season, omo the Champions League na be come. Where come up Champions League, without losing a game, the number of games or more winning, the number of games are more unconceded goals, the number of goals or more conceded. That is a remarkable feat. I think that I'll go for the UEFA Champions League.
Wow.
But so many Champions League, so many double.
Sir.
I said, man, league doesn't make the moment that.
Yeah.
And don't make the Champions League in the end of
But for now, all human you back could have
Champions League.
And then I'm saying, Obi Dinkom was the one interesting thing is Arsenal Rene. On my last league, that was 2003, 2004. Invisible, so no, Oman Lusu game. And the Omukwane Tima, Neo Ko EP anima, Omon trophy, Omon Strono, Naya pure good. Area more, Amunkwane was our trophy to be. And I almost say any more Champions League, no. Omon yes, I have a 7 so now. As the UCL also, yes, Arsenal so Roma, Omo and Lusu game. Now, Puamanema Kuyedia more. But I tell the Champions League, Yawu Kruma. Yawu Kruma. Ama ye by no power, but clearly, I tell James Yawu Kumu Brady. Kwawu, wouldn't say we are seeing a consistency.
Of course, you need to be consistent in your doings.
Yeah, until Biana will Juma.
He believes in his mechanisms and his methods, and he believes that is what will give him the results needed. I will remind you, he played under Papa Wenger.
Yeah.
He saw the kind of conversation and because of the disrespect that the man opening Wenger. He was a man that no golden trophy said the number of games I know our coaching. Now that was your coaching, who call you away from one FIFA or a top guy, but we saw the kind of names at the moment, most especially our own Jose Mourinho. Names were the man specialist in failure, blah blah blah. So what I say. So he came to Arsenal and he saw that the Arsenal of yesterday shouldn't be the same Arsenal today. We need to change our mechanisms and we need to put things done the right way, the way that will favor us. The fighting spirit is there, the consistency is there, and clear identity. You see Arsenal play, you see that they are solid when it comes to defense. 6 goals conceded in 14 games in the UEFA Champions League. Bring on the number of teams of normal. We are talking about Bayern Munich with their front 3. If what almost say,
yeah.
That is to tell the kind of job I. So consistency the Guagu, consistency the key.
Mate, my brother, you di come more. Ti, my chamber. Oh, ya Arsenal fan, oh, ya Arsenal fan, question where the come Arsenal fans, and also you be a pay football bit me, ya no. And I was see the other can fan name you game no so 0207543637 0207543637 Fakye TV on Facebook kwa wa follow wa like watch na Fakye TV on YouTube oba wa subscribe ne kama Fakye TV online or wani chema na ebo ama ne makoyere amana ne kwaku medi ekomo kitwebi acho na abo na ne ma da ye pe TV area ma o e say kepa so ba be lucky chamo na se hwe for we ne ma na onyi pictures bi ncheme Oji we are watching or the 3 different teams at the Champions League. Kepa, Real Madrid, na. Other Nas you show no mama Kepa 2021.
There's an impact no. And China news rosa about Oji.
Apart from that, Chelsea the grab no neda.
W.
And also no having that.
A clan Adam, Tower man.
Hey, Kepa Rizabalaga. Or the Nas you show for you no mommy. Or mommy Kepa 2021 those who kita the UCL trophy.
I'm not crying come on Majibi.
You know, but it is all on the record no incredible record. There's so about the 6 or 7 player. So this Kepa in 2021. Oh mommy Kepa 2024 in your crowd. O shall cry the door to Zunia, Yamananya warm up cries and watching
a bond of affair. Come on,
that Obama Kepa in 2026.
Yes, about
2026 in the Arsenal goalkeeper.
Kepa. So must not be generous watch 3 Champions League.
What the nan can and Santa. He has a brabo.
And he should be grateful to Chelsea.
Yeah. How many years?
How many J back on? No money.
No, what you but these things about life, no. We will be now one charm or ninja.
Oh, of course.
And where the examples be brave, Boama, Niama Kuye pay to the money pebia. Because
one thing that guys are ban on Chedan Tiasia, no, the fact that they wanted to be as they wish. But yes, honestly.
No, Brabono.
Sometimes they open Ubinya pa, but the Biabe fun. Answer now on Sabbath card and then what now share how was if I suffering the way you even handle it, different. So I think that these are the kind of things that motivate you as a young and upcoming guy. Ni power bamba bubiano. These are the kind of things they say to me. Yeah, and I think so. Gia, when I kai harvest na, so can some the Chelsea for no.
Mate.
Somebody will get so count.
Meba na ya di o komo ba. Mama na mi ramu ewo ni Accra Sports Stadium na. MON-FRI report be quick and bra.
That's flight kind of man.
And I hear what kwa kodi di aneze. Flight no de kona kofu yusu phone so chroma pa.
Oh yeah.
About her said yes ya capture unia any phone and ya. Ano di team kona mini Habib Awal Mohammed. The Fakye Sport ye pandit back on no. Na waramu Accra hard to folk game on money career level no. Ye nin komo kakra na ye resident crime. Esi etie ni adia. Na special as bibia boko there. Me so mo ye me sure ebe ya you sani fi we na nim na me hu ye. Why na? Aha, yi say enye we ai. Aha.
I think so.
Me say more mo fa me to so na me ni nkomo bi we chi. Onyi yi de ehye na sum no so no nkasa fa we na me nteneka. Boy me say feed na me nya ne ha no emu ye yi kakra.
Oh yeah, we had
we had
phone a distance no nti bia de obe kan no so nti this of manage na ya na
okay but
it was about 5 quarter free how about I intimate mama no
okay special very wrong kakra is ya say na Accra city e na me cause game na chance ye ni ho komo kakra
mention na ye market for the business the beginning say when let's say business thing what's in the hand to us
why bibi adida meton kan yanko
alright so like I was saying you want to catch up for Aquama the nations from Accra Sports Stadium so the you know Ghana Premier League 30 midweek and a year or game I know think year about a week or two ago based on a name for the Chelsea Congo Saturday so Yan Chelsea and a mass like they are standing at the GEP team with fix and they definitely Elliot so when you can say you see a kind of small account say it do so have to put the whole side on NC also and a Carolina United also area inside from town also into and so after that let me try and see area but which mean I will see the Accra area I see on your screen a game on any visual course or referee salon ya bless and yes and it was a game across so down all on 10 minutes still we are the insurance book Accra and they are at all but Accra Sports Stadium virtually empty that is and they was that even we can have to put every games our Accra Stadium they find it difficult to have spectators in their numbers and see the also strengths we are virtually almost an empty stadium and I see so we hope and see two teams not able to excel in good football and they are as a stance now there we answer that NKT clear cut chance over a good scoring opportunity which me the Facebook in the game so it's an open game for example almost 15 minutes will be answer the I see or say captain how to focus and say Benjamin Asari team is not part of the 18 or 21 squad that coach absolutely drawing early on so a goalkeeper when you call up the maiden call up of Black Stars across the 22nd of this month then make a friendly match with the corner or the in the shape of Solomon Agesi on and there or down or your Jamaica area a continental club specifically inside and grand aid is one of Bukaka at the book is shady Carolina United on this the
Matthias di said the MSC koro minim ze anigi 7 squad ya aba ni ade ya wuzem ze had to fokinya player wo mo okona wakwaku jama ye dwumedi ama the Black Stars okoro ne omo supporters ni didi nkomo no ye squad ya about ye kwakobodi ti Mexico no there no mo so kere fon Solomon Agbesi ya ton sa afene so nkonko gina mu nkoko ye dwuma fa mo man Ghana.
unfortunately, we drew her pen on our game, no sharp. So I've not been able to interact with. I had to put few supporters on I say to ask them their feelings. Also, a goalkeeper who were the Black Stars, but we hope this the banner year I will have the opportunity to speak to one or two Indian supporters to see our own feeling is. See, I person. Oh, the nations now on in Benjamin Asaria, who people Black Stars, and I see another caller about earlier on Branson again, Eddie Solomon Agosisi, on also Black Stars. If you do now, when you're about you support the state of crying before it before and it didn't I got here when I do start and we will not be able to speak to you of how to put some supporters on our promise.
Say, do the Mami Jao na koso monitor. It is a Yabasa Bahona and Komobio Biawa Bomodate Media. All right, so and no year be Mohammed Ramo across posted of Neneko, El Kokudin Komo, Neadia. The store, as the Bibia go by Bichin. Mounze Dream says here, Koa to get a kind of ye monitor from more angles. Ma menama who quick warm na mencombra. Bebape na fi ye Ramona man on ensem no ato aswede ama ye basisia. Alright, Mama Kwaba, you made a bad Jumadi Kessia, and also Yerko, Aquaku Ramu Amanonafi Amanonese, no, Atwaso Etimi Edia Mamidino, ABOU, DIABY. Namo Yebisa, Arsenal fans, and all say between UCL on our league, you know, then I be prefer say on Saka, ANEG Etimi Edema 020-754-3637, 020-754-3637. Tetem so yes shall see for fish UEFA Champions League in Anra. Arsenal nya qualification at the grand finale or more Eromo Moko Aquaku Bridgeman and Comono. And after the game, Captain Fred Martin Odegaard Yenno Edin Como Ebizade so her historical moment ya Eramit Mirama Club on Adiano Beka area fan Comono Sena Martin Odegaard a Pomodi Ediche.
For the club, for supporters, for everyone. It was beautiful, and we've been working hard towards this type of moment, you know. And yeah, we said that we wanted to go further than last year, and we did it. And yeah, it was such a beautiful night. The stadium was on fire, and yeah, playing a Champions League final is yeah, unbelievable, and something we've all been dreaming about our whole lives, you know. So yeah, unbelievable.
LTL lawyer Command Martin Odegaard area 2 Chelsea Champions League final Obono Eadia Ede Papa Efren Swede Momo so mo aya ba kwasameboa mane makoye pere mo mananra ewo Ethiopia DDU University na ano edempa ebe the school mo kwa dodo na support Arsenal but after that we ne buy no say na no mo so no Germany. LTL no D anase pono orwani HMA DD University no ewo Ethiopia na uzampa a school for any agie papa said na Arsenal as secure qualification omoba ababe ramo the Champions League final for the first time in 20 years omujiri safi o mafia nema ebe koye petimi ede amomo na ye kre ni Arsenal maso no momma me Mike Merino report no echeze ne wa shase jogging kakra washase aba grass no so report no ekra no echeze bibia de dia obeye fit kra sana the grand finale no erom on the 30th May na boa na ntutu na koyie pa etimi area ma Arsenal ne da so ejamo ewo maso no ene mami the Emirates Sports Stadium club ni pin for no a conference on the 30th May zebne eye Bayern Munich neba ana PSG neba no omo be mount giant screen ewo mo pitch no so na ene nkofo aba be support club no ntimo a montimi ro Budapest Hungary no ere omo so omo aye ntoto yese nyambo a on the 30th no omo he na omo apomoden etimi amount giant screen a ebeboa ma bibibia akoyi kama pa so no etimi area ma supporters a ebeka landing pattern mo no ye mount a Emirates Sports Stadium no ero obomode aye no ono na aboa na ntoto na akoyi pere ma sere na ye di kepa honkomo no akepa Ariza Balaga we ka ho a wabomodi a 3 different teams and odi omako akwako Ramo UEFA Champions League final already mienu no waje we are kepa in 2021 na eze no na picture na edi kamba ye no odi Chelsea boboku no egie na we so ye kepa in 2024 and also no odi Real Madrid boboku no egie ni na na go no na onya binda na afi in 2026 no Ramo Arsenal mo second goalkeeper no a or is in a third Champions League no obeje na aboa na tutu no akoye pedi amon na the losing side no Atletico Madrid no after mo game no Jan Oblak edin komo oso ohunu so mo respect Arsenal boboku no dodo eno kan bi na ntwodie no ewram edemo mo sei na ordinance no edan.
Al final el equipo es bastante nuevo, bastante gente joven, sin experiencia en esta competición, pero la verdad que lo han hecho muy bien, así que estoy muy orgulloso de ellos y en últimos 2 años creo que hemos cambiado 15 jugadores, es un equipo bastante nuevo.
Antia no ye komani abranti efeni Jan Oblak epo modieri tuja hotiri oka na ezo jirize team no kra no sesen bibra abam is almost 2 years be 15 new players na ababi Roma dodo na ye nkwada ojiri so mo game no mo bono e ya dia inexperience no edo so na nra omo respect Arsenal boboku no dodo na abisalesi of Argentina okwa the Argentine Football Federation no mo yem hihye omo ni nyanse Julian Alvarez game no anzo onyanok emomu yinifimo na ewie ya na mpinfo abomode akoye test no na test no na ababa be confirm ze Julian Alvarez akwa no ni pra no onya ni nyi serious bia ebe se World Cup no team member ama mejamu mbo ejuma from Argentina man ndieze obe ready for the World Cup na aboana tutu na koyere amona meya orwani chemu o Madrid empata ni dino your friend Jose Luis Martinez Almeida wababoti ababedi nkomo cheze UEFA for Empresa Atletico Madrid ebeko final eno kan bi na nra penalty kra ne ade ba ya omanje amfa momone nhyehyeye UEFA for ena yeso mo pese Arsenal nkona Atletico Madrid ye mo nko se na meya ebomode din nkomo no.
Es incomprensible que pusiera un árbitro alemán cuando España y Alemania se están jugando la 5ª plaza de la Champions. ¿A quién se le ocurre, salvo a la UEFA, poner a un árbitro alemán como árbitro principal y árbitro del VAR? Y ayer hubo jugadas que no obedecen a que el árbitro sea más o menos malo, sino en mi juicio a una voluntad predeterminada y dirigida a perjudicar al atleta.
Comando Urwanichema Meya Yefrene ni Jose Luis Martinez Almeida abomodieri aba betuje boama nyama koye pere momone a big game no ekoso ewo ni Urwanichema Alliance Arena Bayern Munich e host PSG na enema me Sabana Straza Bayern for no ball modern activation no etimi call so the Bayern will game ya no pano ya no mo place ne call ekoko activity omo tintro mapumun kakra erese de niema isi etie join na ha onzai ken no anope no rezo mo aye hie papa omo hena omo aboa amani amakuye kama pa so no etimi area momo na activation no honkomo no de omo ye mani ye friend is omo supporters kakra ena afi ejumefo na ye ejuma ewo ban no mu team no eba ba betwa kanko me pa to onye we mamine no ban no mo workers na jeze ha enini ena supporters no ekoku gina ban no mo Sport City o animu a na omo ball mu nsem de mo a omo show mu nkranze anwunu omo nya ejuma no kama pa na se na fele no na esiete Until no your supporter near see Jumer Fora, a boy Jumerma Club, you're from Bayern Munich, and also more if you're more sports center on Sabana Straza, or more Baba Bijinimua, or more Ekra Kwankwa, supporters Kaka, or more Emma Team no, Pussy so mon Concord and Emboa, Ma Nemanko ye pen Famanane, Mame Alfonso Davis, na meaning on Comarca, reporting it as a likely said, or Beji Penena Gibno, wet me as startina Abuama Nemako Yepa, Etmira ma Bayern Bobo Kono, or line up no sorry to Sonara, per report Bobo Etmira Bano, yes, likely say na line up on Ebeko, Manono ya better post num Stanisic, and Afro Pamecano, Jonathan Ta, Alfonso David, Joshua Kemek, and all Pavlovich, Olise, Jamal Musiela, Rubin, Nancy Luis Diaz, and Afri Hurricane, or more, anyway, Jamal Bridge, Madama Bayern, Urwani, HMO PSGA, your Safanov, and Afri Weinzai Emery. ABOU pretty for Makimi Asha in the position or and your Marquinhos, Pacho, and your Nuno Mendes, and Fiono, Fabian Ruiz, Vitinha, João Neves, and Nimono, Kivicha, Kvaratskhelia, Ousmane Dembele, and Desai Doué, Tiano, area Baba Rama, Yero Onsemno, Eramnabwa, Ma Niamadina, the Impertimera, Mamma, the current condition, or one Chemo Munica, Eziano Penun, Suona Gugu Kakra. Edward picture ne to somawa obonze bibia afo na eze wiemu na aye fom yerese nwumre niema atidadia Alliance Arena hono entutu ne be dadi na both teams no etimi am beautiful game na boa na entutu na koye pa etimi era momona PSG supporters arope omukoko ramo Munich no ena omozo omontonyu mu ndi asade wine kan ye na deda omoye no kroma na no eden sei ena feeling it here. Until no year Paris Saint-Germain almost supporters now zampa and any amount that the pair no ama PSG ultras no almost video no na me din komakra me bajo we old video na ze na ultras no say e say no mo be on ba do ya pe you say exactly 5:30 no ma touch down e wo Munich na omo ba from the train station no say ya no me hwehwe omo no mo di dede no efi ho sa area baba be ramo e wo Alliance Arena na omare so mbeba ba benya wen na boa amane ma de dadi pa etimi edi amomo kama pa na store omo supporters ni job ni no na so am freestylist no akwade ono de football no ye de ode pe ene ne am odi ewram no nti no and I was in a Munich abonte so rabon German JCA ono so de edi agro na aboa na bibibia adaye kama so era ma no nti ne ye ne UEFA Champions League of course muzampa ano beye dia emu beye share emu beye de ayerese niama be de ye pa etimi ede ama afanu no na hihera koyeso etimi ede ama mo yefi ono yemara the second in command yemramedi unkomo UEFA Europa League na anaze yambo china big game ebe romne Aston Villa omu game on Nottingham Forest edi ebebo who's the first leg no Forest ebo meka bakwa omo entimi antene end of the game no ana ne Amadou Onana per report eboba ejeze Amadou Onana nyambo china Aston Villa bobuko no enyane so mra mamejira mu enye adwuma entimi emfa mo ni nanse pra ena remetimi era mana ni sense o mo captain your friend John McGinn report jezo no zunu pra no onyaye no wa recover nyambo a ochina obeba ba bejina mabo adwuma aboa ma ne makoyie pa etimi edi ama Aston Villa bobuko no edi Onana ntimi mba John McGinn Capito no ebeba bejidam na waboa na bibibia akoye pere mama of the game no ene ensentro phone share mudie no etimi ekoso Ezri Konza play ojam edema Aston Villa na utie nkoma odi ye ne niam odi ewrama ahead of the game no say ena Konza abomoden akaseri afan.
We've had dips in form. We've had months where we went on a crazy run. So I think for us we just need to go back to basics, go back to what we know. We know how good we are and how good we can be if we all stick together. But yeah, look, you know, sometimes in football things don't go well, and right now we ain't going well.
Until no year command konsa apomodere atuja ni na mono ochezo jiri so metimi aboama na makoyere amana after no ana no coach friend Unai Emery enso jiri se ye bo no Villa Park ne de kwibia so no e wo se Aston Villa etimi ye bibi.
Yes, but each momentum is different. And as well are different competitions, But everything we are having as experiences before should help us when they are coming again opportunity like tomorrow. But tomorrow is the first time here playing one match like that, because we played semi-final 2 years ago in Conference League, but first.
Antia lawyer komori atu ya chezo china e wo se ne Villa Park omoyera omoye bibi na ebo amane ma dade ere mo Victor Pereira e coach ono su jamo e de man Nottingham Forest ahead of the game ono so akasase no de nsem no e de adan.
You now must strike because you're away from home. We know the atmosphere that can be at Villa Park. You're holding this slender 1-0 lead. Is that a difficult balance for you to decide how to set the team up for an occasion like that?
No. This is exactly the same if we play home. Exactly the same. I want to see my team playing without fears, trying to force our.
Antia lawyer komari Victor Pereira dia tu ya omo bisa na se Villa Park e be zenya mo chena adena no be din pa na hu bi o man o so dabi where this all bo fie no on person the team be kwa ball no body hu bi a show mu also moko ekoko ye djuma den na ebo na niam adeda ye kama pa etimi ere mo montie no ye nkoma pimpa no area baba betuja ye free Europa no niamra ema mewura mo e wo Spain na ne no mami Pope Leo the 14th orwani chemo Vatican and a Roman song no paying Paul down or hena wabwa na or the video to someone shiamudie bitime call so ne na shiamudie no eno mo a confirm say bibia edida na kwam on the 8 June e wo Estadio de Santiago Bernabeu yezi ne no Pope ene ne nkofo no beba ba be Roma empire be ko so Spain a ere Madrid o stadium no ene bebo mo de etimi a hosti na aboa na tutu na koyie pa e de amom Rodrigo Goes enya ACL said de bia luta ere update ne ba no ore aba ba betudwa e chese exactly 8 weeks ni pepepe heno kokoko any operation no na ore 8 weeks no said ne mesi akọ e de ama no do bibia ase ogidi zen kakrakra ne condition no ade chi ade san no o feel better encho beba na waba be jama buejuma etimiera ma Real Madrid boboko no Rafinha so no report ne jeze ze bibia toto na kwa my likely say air classico weekend no obetimi abebo be say 20 to 30 minutes ere ama club a ye form Barca and ore Barca o training na e course no se nas bomo de no de to so ere mawa na enya de keto akra otumuza mpa na ano edi ni nyina zo omo boabo mo na omo ahwese air classico no entutu ebe koyi kama pa so no edi ama club no munya draw omo age La Liga no nti win de akra rama na agesa ade na say kra ni nyina ze na eboa ama Barca so nhehye no akoyira mo no omo ze ne omo ko ekoko bisa Hilal boboko ne se João Cancelo na onkomo ne te sen omo dirizo obaba bebo road ne mo omo adwuma João Cancelo aboedi ama omo na no edin ti deal no omo person be ne permanent ena eze Hilal for no eze so omo person omo ye ne permanent a omo ntwa 10 million euros na Barca for se dabi akwa ne bo edin dodo ne bo no edin too much na be ya ekomo hwe na omo ente so ezanzo omo diri so omo te so a ejuma na wa baba be ya mo no ombe hwe na omo abomoden etimi aboama tutuye no akoyie pe etimi eba no super agent a ye friend Pini Zahavi ababa be rom ewo Barcelona na rival na oba be du ye no we tamodne ni chiemo Hotel de Majesty no mu biza no se na Robert Lewandowski eno no a ne kan te friend Hansi Flick omo nkomo no se ne sitie sei era obomo de cheche asemi
and Flick will renew Mr. Pini for sure. Lewandowski want to continue in Barcelona. Very nice, eh? Okay, thank you, Pini.
Antia no ye koma Pini Zahavi abomoderi atu ya jezo Barcelona kronu mo efe di oba no obeshia Hansi Flick we share Robert Lewandowski after no na Barcelona paying for no any people friend one Laporta Decomo ori omo akwa akushia na wahwe se ne nkofo no be extend ya na e was Ciutat Esportiva Juan Gamper bebi abasa training no yehu se ne people friend Rafi Just enyo no nkwa oni one Laporta ekokuhe training no nti training ne kwere premier night of classico no and I was in paying for ne pia omo nsu di omo ni echemo bibia omo jidi so omo ko ebeboa amane amade da ye pere amom nti no e Barca on komo kakraba aba betodwa yenra mo England Aston Villa boboko na confirm Then Manchester City, goalkeeper na your friend James Trafford no, unize bi a Dibu Martinez season when the obeko. Edi omo Eroma James Trafford, musina na mu no, ne edidi di nkomo. Ze kwan da ho anka ne sama. Fanemba already a confirmed the amount the same goalkeeper no or one chimo Tottenham Hotspur so mu din komo we choose ombra Emma me join omo Chelsea attacker na your friend Yao Pedro no yezu Roma Barcelona Hansi Flick and afi Deco omo ni jeboy no hu bruta edi omo so hwese kwan down we bia sama omo didi din komo se boy nembra Emma me join omo ne omo entimi ambo adwuma na ye Roma Liverpool AXA training ground so ne konkonkotie report to be and the Sky Sport for the Romani as a players do na and report for training na just a Liverpool ano edin tia kona ye go tie live report in his report no HS Nemo Salah Alexander Isak Alisson Becker and afi goalkeeper your friend Georgie Mamadadveri omu nyina no nkofo mu ntimi antuna Ibrahim Kunate mu kan bi yanko ne yanko kwa Liverpool training na no pay say niam
Say out there at the moment. He was obviously substituted late in the game against Manchester United, Federico Chiesa coming on. And it could be a case of them managing his workload at the moment, but no Ibrahima Konate out there training with the rest of his teammates. We'll try and get an update as to exactly why he isn't there at the moment, but it just adds to the fact that there's still no Mo Salah back at the moment. He injured his hamstring obviously against Crystal Palace, going off just before the hour mark with that hamstring problem, and wasn't obviously fit to return against Manchester United. They are hoping still, of course, that he will be back before the end of the season. The prognosis looks good in terms of that, but still not back in full training either. Alisson is not.
Altia no ye komado wani chimo Liverpool eni ababa betoja say them confirming players are etimi and join the team no eni omo entry no ho asem pepepe ena na ewramu kama pe di amawa eboa na hye no akoyi so no etimi edi amount no eye Liverpool no omo nkomo ena ye dia eboa ma bibibia ekoyi kama pa so no etimi edi emawa yere ho sem no ewramu kama so no etimi edi amano fio na ye ko yenima ko akoto aso edi nkoma mo mama Ansumani Fati report the Monaco a communicate with Barcelona. Oma carry a trouble say Ansu Fati joining Omono. Omudi Shemu says and net deal no ye per se ye ne permanent. I just obuchia 11 million euros. Omozi omo ready. Zombe trigger no na omahwe na Ansu Fati. Ababe joining Omoni Omonso no Abu Ejuma Aboa manema koye pa era maklaba ye from AS Monaco. Nti no ye nkoma ababe tuja ye di era metimi era ma ili kakra na onzo no ye didi di nkomo Inter Milan boboko no ejeze Madrid akwada na ye fe Nico Paz no za akonya da ho Madrid fo mfa akwada ne mo na utieji mo de ba ya omozi omo peso omo gi akra no idalo na ombeto na Madrid ya shemze so obo be 1-2 years no omo hia na omo asan ba beto na fio ama na akọ join omo ne omo abuejuma na mum no omo gidi se boy ni be fi na ekomu nko ade a omo emfa no emo omo ntie no enkomo ababa betodwa ehon sem no ye di ewramu kama so no etimi area ma na totoye no adadi pa so etimi area ma no fio na orwani echiemu enso into ma so ye ho a nei orwani chiemu ewo bibia na acheso mu training no apiano training center wa league 21 no omo je ye no omo abomode etimi ye di akwakwe da creation no kama but the first no bedu no apiano ano ho no na ye we no match 20 but league no omo je na nanu nti no ene omo abomode akwa kuchinyi no ene 21 a eboa mane makọ yere mo Inter team no so no ye nya nti ya ze na we omo ko Christian Kivo era afa team no ni mpemfo na kankan no nyambo a Saturday e Vatican or the omo picture no to so a omo ze omo ko akwa kushia Pope Leo the 14th ene no edidi nkoma na mpa bo bi ewramu na fa basobode bi ewramu etimi ede ama boboko a ye from eye Inter zanzo mu girize ejuma o mabono ya de a ano edin ye papa sia goal of the month akọ ede ama Hakan Çalhanoğlu na oreto so a ni goal share against AS Roma o mu girize bosomi etwa mu no eno na egu a efepa di goal ni ye pia de man na o control corner nim kakra ano ma so ta na ze dam yezi we ene Liad goal of the month na ze the month no pigo a efrepa eno no kwede ma kancha no gro ere ramu etimi ede amano mama me Luka Modric ni mfonyi no na nkofo hwe kakra yezi ni amade dia no me confirm ya de ba say Modric be bana AC Milan no final game no abebobi against Cagliari omozi say na obeye was a born face mask no kama pa na e born anim ne ho ban surgery no kokoye no anko for problem ya entimi amfa ma no tie sa pepe ene sie tie Alisson Becker so no menya no tie ne on Juventus for agree on contract until 2029 yes there 5 million euros and Juve for no esi afibia omode be rama timi era ma Alisson Becker tie no area aba betudwa and afi Spain so no metete say Arsenal ewramo UEFA Champions League final no omomrantie mensa we World Cup preparations no omunyo omo ni nyina za woze omo off days kakra exams after 30th May no e was the boys no kokko rest say no meji omo quick ye kwere de bape na de akibia ato aso da mamo ye ba sisia.
This is Sports. Fakye Sports is brought to you by Gentleman Dental Clinic, Millennium Constructions.
Thinking about building your dream home or buying that your dream house? Are you looking to sell or buy a plot of land without any stress or any litigations? Millennium Constructions has been building such foundations of trust for over 15 years. We believe in quality works and commitment. Is it real estate development, pillar molds, sales of blocks, and all building materials? Contact Millennium Constructions for a reliable, on time, and on a budget constructions. Locate Millennium Constructions at Kumasi Boshen, Nayas Junction, or call this line 0244 274 084 0244 274 084. Millennium Constructions, we build your dream.
say no ye Arsenal fana se league ni Champions League ni de hen na be prefer se mo gia se mo yimu ba ko a ebeboa mo na odo message na ba na ya hwena ya kenka etimiere amount Gentleman Dental Clinic ya kede a chose Romo bibia ye beboa na oseno yetimi aye ho adwuma kama pa etimi edi amount na sere nkomo no sitie no dok aba edi ama ye nyina zenne uyobi a eba ni sika sere no niam de dadi etimi emfama dok say nyabotre emprepare ho na wi ase na nkasa no ye ba beto ye de be danaja nipa ho hia pa wo nkwa so a wo ade nyina sika ye de na nso no oso ba na sika 7 de dadi nkrobere na wahwe na we gyan na so na niam ada ye pere amount ne unya ha bi wo anuma obo modern examination and consultation no okwa betimi doc edi nkomo doc ya na mewe kase ya na mese fenfeme menum nsu ana mese fenfeme na wahwe na waboa etimi na wadi nkomo na wasra no etimi ede amount after no so no zenne uromo na so ya udodo musen no na wo ha bi te se kaka obere na we examine hu be yin ase betu a tokra ba betu na wo be yin ase ebe pepa mu aye wedru a obere de amount scaling and polishing that day nyina ye didi no na niama bi kaye sene so ya na arehu ye papa ya na ha adwon ko a obeyi saa niama ni nyina na watwu sene so fefefe after no waka chenze doc bo mi tit white ni bi ona ma na asia pai fufuo ayeze wie mu no sra na wo sere ni nyina ze ya na eye fefefefefefe wo sene ba kusia ya na enya akono de nkofo eka ne sebo glass no ona ma na mo sere okọ a your medicated braces a yere bobo ebo na aka atwom na oseno ana wonum no watini aka atumu kakra ni nyino di unjuma osena atu na peso si your temporary your permanent one no opeso si no good na silver ni nyino be no wide ama Ghana baby a Gentleman Dental Clinic enko baby emfa bento angu nsu hyemu emegyina wonum ebasa ebe ha adwen kakra izanze bento ani ba bi e de hye edi opomu kumase Abreport Junction oruwani achemo Total Energy Filling Station chiope eno mo eno nso echi no mono na aba chian no oruwani echemo atonso High School Junction wa S line obebo mo de no wanyo mo echemu bi a fadok number no na ne no eni nkomo 0559 139582 0559139582 and afi so no 0549 906588 0549 906588 Ramiamboa na niamanko ye pa etimi emfa ema sidani bi sonko emfa ma Gifted Icon season 2 na Gifted Icon my goodness zene oyobia utifie na jeze ba ne nyom to nim na nisu ye papa me pacho entena fie ntonyom ne nchire baby girls no e wo so ba na onso ba be register na eboa na niamanko ye pere ma be pick your forms no Fakye TV Gifted Icon made in edition the already ye man ka mo no chia sika piso ye boa record nyoma wodo na etimi ye de man ntino wo kuma ase ne mpatamu a Romo Fakye TV okuma ase bantama ye ne bantama praise be asori ne di anywhere obetimi aba no pick your forms no another friend number is 0550 772113 0550 772113 ofra ye bejo so na we chichi a ya hwe na ya fellow forms on etimi ediama ntrafie ntonyomo nkyere baby girls nesa eyeden a wanya ska momo bejao dibra na be shuki so no yemboa empejao na so no do level bi Millennium Construction de bia me du omo so a na ahese me to okre wo se men sorry o madaroma Kunadu Lodge bebam Millennium Construction Kunadu Lodge ebebam Millennium Constructions omo ye heavy brutal na dwumadi omu di ni se omu si ye omo nema no se ne wamfa ho ambo mo a na je se wonso no wakichi kakra ni nyina ne se ene wo akwantu omu nko ana ohweme ana utie ni a odi ane se me pacho oni Millennium for ebedi nsawoso na o pasase ato ana se ne no ope ifiato ana se mpo opesi esimu no chiao ede mawa ene omu ni nkomo yesi asase no Ghana bebi a wo pato bia se full plot half plot quarter plot Millennium Construction behena ye du djuma kama peri amao adanse woni ama bia omo obi omo sister ne mo 15 to 20 solid years omo obi a enya asemonda mo into real estate development no mo ne omo nin komo ne hena ye mbo amo ne ma mo nso mo dai so no emra mo na djuma di amudi no bibi bia nko kama pa ntimi emfa mamo emfa usika nkomo ofa koto obedi okoka wasan ba be du mpo a me pacho fa number no 0244 041960 0244 041960 na 0244 274 084 0244 274 084 na waboane Millennium Constructions in pay for Edin Komo Fre na ye no nkasa ne mboa na odaye so no emra mu kama pen fama na totie no ende da ye fama ma daroma ye ba betra mu bu edwuma no yopo etini de mu bibia no so no ehwe ya otie men kona men kinkai message ne kakra ansana ya bana ya baba beto so na bibia adeda yi kama pan so no etimi edi ama mauzene arimati kanke. Good afternoon, Abu. Wednesday edition of the Fakye Sport Loud and Clear Mabai. People usually forget that to thank you when you do good for them, but they never forget to blame you if you did wrong to them. The other Babe to Ghana Park, we see on Aaron, and I can see the difference now than me say me o message ni ye. Kofi Ajima Black Man, good afternoon, watch you live inside Pig Farm. And Asante Kofi, good afternoon, Abu. Heart of Oak, David by 2 goals. Hey, that's a toda message ni be ba na my clear. What we am how many dion. Felix Sachi, good afternoon, watch you live from Osu inside Gomat Landry by Felix. Need the bar Ebe Ramon on Benji fancy say wa listen to you live, but I wish Gold Stars and Mediama to lose or draw their game so that when out to folk win, we can be in a second position. Greetings to MC Achumama Bija South, Honorable Wisdom or say Buama, and we are the other Baby Rabbi Friend Sensor. Good afternoon, International Abu. I'm a friend Sensor watching you live from and Crown Quanta Doma West District. Arsenal should focus on the Premier League because they can't win the Champions League. And here they are also no a Paul Modieba, a Babi Ramu, a Wahano, Menkona, Menken can be so enfia, na Yanko Yenim Kama pa. Also, good afternoon, Abu. I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I'm happy for them for eliminating Atletico Madrid. Now, we the English fans has the bragging right. No Spanish club in the UCL, and I'm very happy for that. Chemical, Edifisan Corey, no reba, a Babi Ramu, a Wahanum, friends of Bayern tonight, Biaga, Akima Safo, and I will good afternoon, Fakye Sport. Big ups to Abu and your crew. Please, can you add me to your WhatsApp group? And can I know your radio station, my patron? Yeah, Bridgeman on TV. And the radio on TV, so on Fakye TV, said I edit to Gano, or one each of the various platforms, social media, BBR, Fakye TV, now a full or this is your boy Leonard from Adam Kwame. And as for me, as an Arsenal fan, I go choose Champions League. The other bar, Ebe Ramwa. And I say, hi, Fakye, this Richmond from Sunyani, keep on. And you guys are doing a great job. Also, God bless you guys. Here I say, need the other bar. More updates on PSG because we are going to win the Champions League. My name is Charles Jr., all the way from Esiama and in Zema, Honorable Fieba, Ebabi Ramwa. Arsenal, the Gunners, and the two are so now Budapest 2026. Here we come at the Love Rudimental, bro. Michelle, ye papa. Hello, DIABY. This bright to Usu inside Brekum. As an Arsenal fan, I want the 2 trophies. And congratulations to my darling club Arsenal for their win yesterday. Hello, Fakye Sport, you guys. Don't they do awesome sport? And I like you guys. From Mampenyi Nana Agata. From Ohimaman from Orodifi, Babi Ramo. Good afternoon, Fakye Sport. Midweek edition of the Fakye Sport is airborne at Maban. As usual, the elimination of Atletico Madrid does not just happen alone. The gesture that Rafinha made at Vanda Metropolitano is not just how we see it. He saw it coming, and it is done too. But sometimes actions speak louder than words. Happy for them to be back in Spain with their trophies. And so I remember the son of Rafinha, Nedio Deba, Babi Ram. No. Hello, Abu. I always like your presentation, pal. You always come on it, but you like against too much. From Nathaniel Beidu or the Vikeko Lotteries, and the Babi Ram. Anyway, good afternoon, Abu DIABY. My name is Abu Yaya from Kumasi. Congratulations to Arsenal for beating Atletico Madrid to qualify for the Champions League final yesterday. Haters like Mikelobi should be mindful when he's talking about Arsenal. All that he knows is when he was playing for Chelsea, back pass. So you talk about Chelsea and leave Arsenal. You should talk about Chelsea and leave Arsenal alone. God bless you, you crew. Thank you. This was it. I prefer Arsenal to win the cup in order to open up the Ballon d'Or conversation. But if either Bayern or PSG winner, then it means the World Cup. It is not the World Cup. It not have any. Let me say, Oba na way in clear Mami Gavi. Na manyani yena boa Mama Komani. Do you know your question na yebisano? And is a nay. Arsenal League nie Champions League nie we Arsenal fan and de and na ugiri so suba ebeboa na ne makoyie pa etimiera ma club no digwawu ye chance na ye di nkomo e na me say goals no so centers no ba na eba ba se ka she yana de ze bie ni goal stars ahye Samates 2 me so mo pass e kra nche na omo di uko ha na enyiwe but me nya ma mo so call the FA Ghana Premier League official we need the crow. They confirm. Nice. They bought some test too. Okay, also more confirm the at all. They half time now you win near the baby a goose abano young apostle so she vision too. Okay. Na Basakashi Diana 1. Omo battle relegation o many abrepa. And All Blacks and so she 11 wonders 2. And he is a scholar in Abrikum Chelsea. And Mediama game near 1-1. I know you're calling a Yinyano. The center go by Pandu. Okay. Pandu name is a honor. Gubia Emba or Pandu. Hode center Asana Gubia Mena Cra. How to fool for no Bimka. Omoka no Makojo member Tranfi. No Mabo draw. And MZ non centers are Gumba. But a Gusu Monita. They will cost you the but we create a Kotoko bomb match midweek.
Because performance no more than I didn't say in there. Say I'm more points in the VM than a Mumbai Dinka Cadia Momgaku. Mayama ya shofwa kwa BM say the Biada Omoji Brenna Omohe Yenshono na Omode feedback and so intimidating both the hard ones and the soft ones.
Mami birthday with Fiona. Sure. Yeah, Mkoye Nimia dia. Alaji si Mkoye Fama Madam Janet. Pasaso as your national service personnel. Oru ani chemo Pasaso Islamica. Hona ni Jane. So Mami Jane special birthday nko intimi Fama me ze wani me nyam, wachi nyam. Ana bibi nyam, tu wani mo nyam pa. Eno ye ni mo nyam FC. Mami Jane no. Hey. Enjoyment be what? So Jane, happy birthday from Alaji. Or say I'm going to me and Fama kama pa near there. Kawanutumo na yewejuma now there. So Bibi Nyase Mufia wa. Bibi Nyase Mufia kwa kwa na sana. So no. Obe pass about Ashema no. Ade was it. We be the home come actually. Ready to me buy.
And we best for the years. Your years alone.
Yeah, today.
Okay, fantastic.
Koba ni di home come.
Mate.
Ti yakwe.
Tinin Obome lone striker na Obome a supporting striker.
Is the aye no.
I mean who some lone striker, I mean who the game is in your man. Yes, supporting striker.
Preparing na to. Ti yanko.
Gogu me unsa udin komo bi about Ronaldo Jr.
Yeah.
Gogu the man brabon ye deno in these circumstances yes man. So Ronaldo ba definitely offers no will be overdose. Offers no be more than enough. Offers never be abro so in the sense that the son of Ronaldo, a person that watch through definition of determination, hard work and resilience. And when you result be when you enzo look at his age and the kind of performance at Debiarada you see Cristiano Ronaldo enzo etimedema. That is to tell you the kind of person now here. In the if or Babema now when you be a point where El Nasser crab consider saying Yamepa next season so ankwa on betting me so betting me papa see akanya bomwa. It should tell you the kind of player Abrante Enzo here. It's always teams here good screens here. That is to tell you the kind of person Ronaldo here. The last time I was doing this lesson and grow with the guys and I was telling them say we mono your bob branded toward the mawom.
Yeah.
You know the kind of effort I know the back home. Any decisions I will make to bit imaginary diamano. So every teams here you definitely want him to take a team or pick a team that on development. It shouldn't be about the name because now I don't think Ronaldo the sole aim is to earn money or anything. Ebia, he wants to emulate his father. He wants to get to a level where he can say, hey, when you're buying papa or sending papa, that is something that he may be thinking about and the family may be thinking about. And I think that will inform the decision now on NCB team taking. Me amitia so who share teams nini na mu no apeki bi enso team dia mana. Eh bia bia me peke no enye ho na branch NCB team apeki. But you think about a place where the development and so by your more priority. They will say they need to manage him. They need to give him playing time. A man no man kakra. So they be able to aba be jina na so definitely I'll go in for RB Leipzig.
Oh, okay.
Because they will get time for him. They will nurture him for him to become the kind of player that a person will call. Or no, you are probably a Borussia Dortmund. Real Madrid mono. So other places now. Real Madrid per se, results oriented. So the fact that you're Cristiano Ronaldo banon quantity, you expect more from you. And one way the identity jinasro. If you are not able to meet it, you work of fans in ready. But so now, ne papa be for him to take decisions a bit timia be timia. Now he wants to enjoy himself and make sure say, oh yeah, ne papa ye that will be no more person way. Say yourself or person or Pisca because Ronaldo did say boxers near the in hotels in no how to fetch money near the didn't know. Yes, was over Pisca.
Now over Pisca music.
Kwakumejitum. Say Pisca Sika. But Ronaldo bang the sucom.
That one I agree. But say a brown old Baku in him no. Who prozo the
me no ya pepe. But see as would know, Sakore de no see Brano. It be a hand to mouth near the meaning you are saying Brano born one.
They will be able 80, 20 na can hand to mouth.
Ronaldo Bano. Ronaldo about 90 a man. Membesama yen every commitment 95. In terms of Sika, in terms of fame, in terms of pathway, Ronaldo about 95 the man bano. The 5% to one kasa to take decisions and make sure say whatever ne papaya and one thing he will do up to more than 50%. Into any problem, Sikano Dao, he needs to play football, score goals. Now I'm here to say Lavezzi Denidi because Lavezzi was the son of Maradona. But when Levy up to even a 40% crowd of Nepapa no football. So that is something that will be home come. And Hala na Bob Bracha and Papa in terms of what Nepapa so who they I think that is something that will be to me because Hala Nebano, Nane Papa no brana wabon into the Nis Rosa, na pressure in the so. But Ronaldo bano pressure one so. If not for anything, you need to do up to or close to what Opapaye and Tigogu. You ever heard the moon come in the other times I been and so on this wonderful platform. Now to the Champions League. Yesterday is a day that Soya Mikel Arteta, you sit down, you make merry. Ube juani, ube numbie, so numbia be numbie, so Kofi na ne wife juania, and so any wife juani because but your far Arsenal team no, anybody nay or the Arsenal team no do no. On a trophy no with the Champions League there, but what he's achieved no kwaku, I think say why there, and we need to say onion and flowers. Now whatever come no team come. The entire Makasa kwaku, he took over Team FN Arsenal when they were not even in Europe. He managed to get them into Europa League. The next thing was to get them into the Champions League again, and they were out of the Champions League. The next try was last season when he got Arsenal to the semi-finals. Almost share Real Madrid moving now away. This season, he's been able to send Arsenal all the way to the final without losing a single game in 14 games. In 14 games now, I think it's 3 drawn games. We're winning 11.
Yeah.
Was 13 goals, a continuous 6 goals, 9 wonderful clean sheets, and Arsenal team and team. If you want to take a spine of a team and say that a team is quality, team needs an national born on you will say this Arsenal team age no national born on go pick them and do your calculations, do your analysis, and do whatever you want to do. From goalkeeping's perspective, David Uraya is doing all he can to win them the UEFA Champions League. Look at the performance he's giving. 9 clean sheets, quality saves upon saves. Debiara da game be Arsenal be bono. Utimu say ni save ratio no enzo timu was ho. So he's doing it for them. Check their defenders. They are contributing to the clean sheet. And it's the reason why Omo do Omo. So they've also contributed their quota. Pick their midfield. Declan Rice performance award in the day. Anyhow, you see they have a quality made for doing the job for them. Check their strikers too. So if you take their team and if you want to do critical analysis on them, they have quality team. And yet for the neutrals.
Okay.
Omo play football and yet for Omo. So play football, some way, somehow you may think say the Arsenal team that ABOU watch maybe a chomuno and yet now watch any in TBA Arsenal mobile fair. Arsenal are boring. Arsenal more football and yet fair. You can say all those things you want to say about Arsenal, but they are getting the results. They are getting the job done. That is the most important thing. Yanti football teams about beautiful football near cool. So beautiful football where teams will score goals and a lot of goals. You go to the stadium and over if you were near here, coach NBA. They will come and they will give you 98 money at the end.
No under 0.5.
Yeah. If you want that, go there. But Arsenal, they are playing to win. They are a team that you can't celebrate their form. They are specialty in failures. They don't have the winning mentality. A whole lot of things in their fast now. So now, if they're able to coin a mechanism, key something that make them not too vulnerable to get results that is expected of them. Nobody can tell me that Arsenal team no money no matter so many. For a neutral, the Arsenal fans yesterday no more partners. No. Look at before the game. How Wana Stadium is here?
Yeah.
Yeah, pong game no. How Wana Stadium is here? For the first time in 20 years, I feel Arsenal bought UEFA Champions League final, and this is their second time. A club like Arsenal look at Arsenal. The record they have in the Premier League, the only club with a golden trophy in the Premier League, unbeaten. They have the Premier League 13 times to their name. Uko Europa Champions League no, final that was in 2006. They lost to Barcelona. And then now we know because 2025-2026 season, they are in their second final. And you think they are not happy? You think that you neutral what 1 hour say and I tell Tabo no one and I don't know more that is not what they need to think about. And nobody asked not to so under Mikel Arteta. Quarterfinals, semi-finals, and now finals. Massive progress, massive improvement. And I'm Mikel Arteta, then my team friend Arsenal. Progress near too much. For UEFA Champions League, net 20. Bring the Premier League. He's been consistent. Second. Doing enough. And now gradually, if he's able to get a positive result against West Ham over the weekend, that is to tell you, say, Nyoma Enzo flow, the Premier League, so they are about getting the job done. That is the kind of thing Arsenal wanted to achieve. These are the things. These are the kind of emotions more fans. No, they want them to have that feeling of being at the UEFA Champions League final, having the feel of being a champion, even when they lose the game. Yesterday's feeling is something that it's been long since Omunya has had any. So Mikel Arteta, you find the flowers, man. You want about for a job well done. So he asked the team now. Bring teams away Europe, not for player by player, taking name by name. They don't deserve to be at the final. I'm not talking about performance. Players I see a what team or Mudinho or Madje, Fatum Senieni. Now you that comparison. Arsenal does not deserve to be the final. So if they are the final, it's to tell you a Mikel Arteta here in the Arsenal. Pick Paris Saint-Germain's team. They are the defending champions last season. Do for more quality players who have more experience. For Barcelona, for Real Madrid, for Bayern Munich, bring for teams in the bra. Look at Arsenal players from the UEFA Champions League no lose game. 13 or my 14 games or my draw me and lose game. That is to tell you. Emirates, they consider 3 goals per this season. No consider 3 goals away. That is a remarkable effort. No, mean to mean Kasa ye went on J. Sadia ye can nani because as now finance ya. Sanyoma ya can fast now. And some ya catch room. No more my form. How are you say you? You met me a Jais Assam Neka when they win the UEFA Champions League, when they win the Premier League. And to that mechanism now, or develop it as this is the way to go. This is how I want to do my things, you know. You make like I say, okay, that was the right thing. Those actions, those decisions were right. That thing that Mikel Arteta deserves his flowers. What boy Juma the my team friend Arsenal for Nankasano. If you ask them inwardly, Mikel Arteta be for Juma. Me sure say 30% of Arsenal fans gave him the chance to be at the UEFA Champions League final and challenge for the Premier League. They probably thought he's a former player and ABOU the Juma man. So when he assumed position as the Arsenal head coach, and you remember not the relegation zone.
Yeah.
And Arsenal fans were vehemently against him. They were angry toward the team no air date. They did not qualify for Europe. And kakra to the Europa League and kakra to the Champions League, to the quarter final, to the semi-finals, and now to the finals. They are a game away from winning the Champions League for the first time in their history. Kwagu, Mikel Arteta deserves the respect. The Arsenal team deserve respect be at the moment. Just say England for never no matter too much. But that is to tell you, say, opponents were team Yabojuma. And yesterday will tell you, say, Mikel Arteta, tactically, you add some genius to his name. Why was Abraham Jeffrey scaling in the team? That is to tell you how genius probably or also ABOU. Because we've seen Pep Guardiola doing things and normal. We've seen coaches normal, and we appreciate them. We give them applause for that kind of job. And so if Mikel Arteta did same yesterday, that is to tell you so also a genius. I listened to him after a game. I was in intuition told him that he should start him, and he gave a good game. Yesterday was the second time that 19-year-old started in midfield in a crucial game like UEFA Champions League semi-finals against Atletico Madrid. That is to tell you the kind of a Juma. And so we should give him his flowers. While boy Juma the Arsenal is giving them identity. Now, Arsenal a part of the team that about Premier League, you can count them among the favorites. It wasn't so. Even when Wenger was there, Unai Emery wasn't there. But now Arteta have given them that tag. The UEFA Champions League with what they did in 2023, 2024, 2024, 2025, and what they've done this season. If they're able to win it, you count them among the favorites. Yeah. They've given consistent performance. So I think that is what Arsenal team need. Arsenal team can say away. Ni as a champion, we final back up. Muni bida. Arteta, waye Juma, Arsenal for nunya bibiano supporting for him to win the Champions League. Kwa guru ni pandi onfa Juma nanto. Sometimes in suche tuamua ehinka. That is the same thing that Atuniano. The quality of players or war, and sometimes the kind of football person was born. Utumus Ayana and Telly, Ayana and Shadam fan, Shadam Marchi. Yesterday at a point, Utumus in the first half, Utumus what is he trying to do? The got team name Ukrainian young Kwalatimo. We talk about him being a defensive coach, blah blah blah, but the kind of team Ukraine or attackers will team anymore. Many will start in other teams. A whole Barcelona. None of the Barca strikers can bench around Jeffrey and Alvarez. None of them. Barca anymore.
Omo Moses.
Obian to me benchino.
We sure.
Oh, Barca team.
Obala put 10 striker there. Nyeze unia ya kokra. So no solution we pray.
O say why then?
Why kokra?
Eno ni asem no.
Adi me fan say ni ya di obi bench Lewandowski.
Enye bra wabo.
Eni
ya ye di nkomo yi.
Obi bench Lewandowski.
What about Tina Stans? Ni bench keke.
Ferran Torres right.
Or did about Tina Stans?
On the
on Cadence on there. When they are see alive. Or did about Tina Stans? A whole Barca. Na so mnya no open.
No, he's a good player.
Yes, and Dominion open. And Ninyoma Casamano, Manchester City, when he was not even a deep starter, he was giving them numbers near the other.
But although him the record we as have say wa. I'm the cool team ya mo anya shino nya major trophy from River Plate Obero Manchester with Argentina national team. But how had your one destroyed?
Once the decision go out take here. Never. Atletico Madrid no ko any neighbor to no. Go coach no talent no wom. I bet me attack. But sometimes to the decision go hold take here. I na a senior trust and gradually. So we a young guy eba be kotokodie ni bi we a young guy now we striker and attacker now we prospect pa probably won't find him feature no yeah so me going to made in come for Joao Felix
but we would do more numbers
we made in come for Joao Felix who made in come for we who or man numbers no but the kind of football person obonye na obo maybe when he's liberated that he will give a lot of quality performances so I think that we just have a yesterday me who say no calm I don't know now your bobo won't be seen now Arsenal will still have that score and accommodate
only on 1 year against at the end of the day the referees in the decision be so let you down.
Arteta after the game said sometimes you need to be lucky and that is how sometimes somebody in that city here say Antoine Griezmann born with match say a penalty and
yeah no and no cry na me baby
on any day which match say a penalty
yeah Griezmann ball
but sometimes say I was send your money now working in your favor kwaku sa na eba say e be drew say your time wa kwaku betimi the kenten kra kunsuo arabo no sa na city here the 2021 that Chelsea won the UEFA Champions League now was share Pepper to us no in the game many thought no kwaku be adwuma no a whole Pep came into a game and he was confused play without a defensive midfielder and Chelsea share one. Look at how Chelsea won their first UEFA Champions League at Allianz Arena against Bayern Munich or Mwankasa Fie. That is how I know manage it here. Say a many do so. There are certain things. Sa never ba. Sama in final and Iron Robin and say penalty.
Yeah.
Omone Barcelona. Messi and say penalty.
Yeah.
Kaku Brand Soma. Ababon Sa na ya city here. Indino a part of Noma team CCC will give him and I think that Arsenal Muhammad they did well. They planned and they made sure that everything was working to its perfection. And so it more. So kudos to them. Omon tonko sona omo enzo intimi enye no mani. But Mikel Arteta ni je we no jimu se no na wo di asa ne ade a. Oma sa asa no entoa so. E wo Budapest yes you turn on him and me nankasa kra will turn on him. The reason the reason is simple. That there is nothing like a plea for a runner-up. You need to add no ewo abrabona yeboni. When you die trying
yeah.
So you need to be at the top. You need to win at all costs. Oma asawi no. Enya sa.
Hey, but I we pa the Arsenal control players video we.
Video. On no me so be free social media so.
That video we pa the
so wo hwemu pa no kre na de no kra kan asem a celebrations Arsenal here no no. E yaje trophy o.
Mama unze when Rooney ababe kan one time say no Arsenal for no celebration no e broso dodo.
E celebration na what the trophy. E na we say celebration. Okwaku 20 years no. 20 years no. And their second time in the UEFA Champions League final new Kwaku. You give them the benefit of the doubt for giving such a celebrations and celebrating the way almost celebrating. They deserve it Kwaku. My bread. And so we Arsenal player, we Arsenal fan, we Arsenal personal. Oko Champions League final now, you think about your blue brothers.
Yeah.
How omode Champions League ya pamutri ho. Ebra asare wo Canada nra, pa omana. Yes, what we show no. Pa omana because Arsenal got Champions League final and they think they can win the double. So Koku, we should leave them no mun celebrate. They deserve it. Say mrenu do na so man timi anya. You come here and you catch almost say that celebration was quote and unquote needless because one to me and
Ram was after the game now more can say CBS and
yeah
now ne Bukayo Saka Kaza no catch and say or more 90 man but or do more do final no onko yi juma na mo because or more ya call final na fa enti omodu final no say Bayern Munich na eba o PSG na eba o omonye adwuma na fa mo.
I saw a post to be that is being attributed to Bukayo Saka in 2020 when he said, "Say, Arsenal, you deserve more. Or see, you deserve more, Arsenal fans. I want to send to them now. And now Kwaku will deliver." And if you listen to behind the scene stories, he had to go through a lot to get that minute now. In the game, he scored a goal too. This is something that I attributed to Bukayo Saka.
So that was December 16, 2020.
You deserve more, Arsenal fans. And as we speak, he's giving them more. He will put the icing on the cake by lifting the UEFA Champions League. And from the look of things, so on the Champions League now, they can't come down here and be band. Okay, say all the guy but I think say he's delivered. If you look at the 45 minutes he played against Fulham, and then performance now done at dinner, I think say why are there? In my view, yesterday was Joe Carey's best game for Arsenal. But yesterday was his best game.
I don't even say season end, they always kept yours or Chiamame.
Oh, I saw what Alexander Ishak Modi.
Me Jury's always kept yours or Chiamame.
So I never said Kumuna what you Modi. Then your coin is on him, say, or one bunny now.
Or no, never farmer. Or better, because or better perform better than a winner.
Say is why? Chelsea striker.
Liam Delap.
Dabi one striker.
Job. That way the name is I compare a Ishak the woman. There's a way. Timarene season end
yesterday was his best game. Though one should go. The kind of normal day Atletico Madrid defenders ne firm and how torment you. And Koku, that is how an person coaches ne players and use players. When you are a coach, you find how best you can utilize a player and he give you what you want. From Bobo to know, you could see say now let come and defenders, they find themselves wanting. That is the kind of things you want to have in a striker. And he gave everything on the pitch yesterday for Team Arsenal. I think that Arsenal bought Muhammad. Now will be an old catcher. Mikel Arteta say, "Uhian number 9 for the team to be complete." Now, I hope find an uncle mistake. Now, Bibiano and intimate, and I think that is something that is very nice. Kwagu game ne baswene.
Yeah.
And a game that on say you can say control in football terms a relative. Ubia o hawa usifa the control. And that was exactly what happened last week. Bayern Munich was their wayside. They dominated possession in the game. Passes are nice on ball. They dominated. But so share Paris Saint-Germain and Akwaku. Oh, Bofina. Paris Saint-Germain made sure say, Omo dominated moment in the game and making sure say, Omo dominated the transition in the game and the final say in the game. That was what won the game for Team Paris Saint-Germain. Because in terms of possession, in terms of passes, that week, that day, Bayern Munich was superior as compared to Team Paris Saint-Germain. But Paris Saint-Germain had the last laugh, and they go into this game with a goal on top of Team Bayern Munich. What is going to happen today again? You see, last week was the battle of the first number 9s. Dembele played as a first number 9. When he was playing, he was making sure say, the freedom and the permission to slot into the position, no also roaming about now. And at the end of the day, he scored 2 goals for Team Paris Saint-Germain. And the influence on that game was superior. The other end was a branch of Harry Kane. He's a traditional number 9 who can also play as a first number 9. And last week he did that. He scored a goal and assist. Look at the assist he gave Luis Diaz in the game. Obe Banachi making sure say Olisemo and Diaz mo eko Musiala mo nane have the opportunity to make sure say no man na eko and sweat me and their mom. Kwaku, intelligence also played a key role in our last week game. Okay. Picture, so many pictures not to you don't have more than 5 seconds to think about OJ ball. But if you see the picture, Bayern Munich made sure say Obia or yeah Paris Saint-Germain player ebeji ball. They have a man that so. And if you're a Paris Saint-Germain player now now, you don't have the luxury of time to think about decisions and make sure say you are making decisions you're prudent. But that was where again here for Paris Saint-Germain, and when they won the game, she said this picture on the TV. Or no crab somebody is pressing him. Akimi Jinasuro waiting. There is a player running to that end. So about 10 years down, Pacho Jinaha, somebody is on Pacho too. So they also be about long pass. Eddie Amount Mendes, see that one too. Vitinha Jinafivio, somebody is there. So everybody that no better born from Paris Saint-Germain side, Bayern Munich for no make sure say man-to-man marking. Okay, still Paris Saint-Germain scored 5 goals because they won that battle in terms of Adimu and make sure say though they didn't have the luxury of time to think about decisions, but they made sure say they came out. And anytime they came out, they made sure say I'm not punishing team friend Bayern Munich. And that is the exact thing that they say. First number 9 for the Baba Yajuma. And not done we will see the left backs and the left backs and the right backs also adding to team, you know, to make sure so more Yajuma. Last week, Yahu no Mendes, Yahu Hakimi,
yeah.
It was all because of the system our team friend Bayern Munich against your boy. So far Bayern Munich, this is in the UEFA Champions League. Regains in the final third. Only leading ahead of this game with 76. And side of more regaining possession now, it results in shot on target any chances. So we a team to Bayern Munich now Kwakobo against Paris Saint-Germain. Team of defending champion. Or Sambo Fee. You would think it's okay. I'm tweaking your makakra because I'm playing against Bayern Munich. A team that I'm playing against Paris Saint-Germain. A team that are very good in transition. A team that na attack is very sharp. Let me relax. Now, but they still went there to make sure say whatever they've been doing over the season, it resulted in them conceding a lot of goals. And still, they had the opportunity to take the game to this week. And today, we are going to see no mean of a different game. I listened to Luis Enrique. I say he's not changing the approach. Last week, Yebusa company, no. Was it today will be more than last week. And that is what we pay to watch. That is what we always want to see. Last week, the attackers won the game in terms of defenders and strikers. The strikers scored goals. Not a single save in the game. But today, the defenders are going to win the game if Team Biba qualifier. Why should I worry myself with a 1-goal lead? When I know in myself, say, I have quality attackers who can score goals in a split second. When they turn their gear, they can give me goals. Kvaratskhelia will have how many goals in this Champions League?
No,
Dembele will have how many goals?
And also Ashepa.
We will have how many goals? Look at Vitinha controlling the game and all that. So when you're a coach that you know, say people can turn the game in a split of second now. You don't worry yourself. You go in the game and enjoy yourself. Play the kind of game that you want to play. And currently, as we speak, if Bayern Munich is being booted out of the Champions League, Paris Saint-Germain, nothing else will not grow. Or say, why didn't you win the Champions League back-to-back? They've done a yeoman job. Before the league phase, I didn't give them this chance to be here. And could they been able to be here? And I'm telling you today, they are going to give it to Bayern Munich again. Yes. A Jano Mason. Bayern Munich, any ABU and you bet money be at 10-9. Because if Bayern Munich wants to come and attack her, Paris Saint-Germain will also come and attack. And I'm a child, or Mama Bakubi says, this is Manono Yameboa.
Yeah.
In Tisawashe or Monsua. When Bayern Munich so start to or Monso transition or more bar, you see Paris Saint-Germain players no be a Dembele gina
omo press papa
oh be a Dembele gina be a Vitinha gina. So who are you be able to take informed decisions and make sure say you don't fear taking more risk, you know? That is where I say today. I want chemists to prove we are wrong. Managers, any supporters, say he's a right back. He's not a midfielder. He believes he's a midfielder. Thomas Tuchel, they will say he sees him as a number 2, but I don't know who knows why a midfielder because they think that on taking more risk, it won't feel as you see Pedro taking that risk. You see Vitinha taking that risk. And that risk now, Vitinha money Pedro taking, that helps their teams to win games when a man for about almost power. So today, if he failed to do that, that will be in the hands of Team FNA, Paris Saint-Germain. And is an Arsenal final as against Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain will go there and win against them again. ABOU. And Nemanonia will have his grade A game there. That one I can't say. But when you meet quality opponent, your grade A sometimes be useless. And that was exactly what happened last week. Manonoya had the best of games against Real Madrid. He met Paris Saint-Germain and nothing worked for him. So as I sit here, this is a brand new performance. I want to road to Budapest.
A goal, 2 assists.
In the knockouts though.
Junior, I'm on check you winning, mommy. I'm on check you in on the DIABY send you one man share said I'm sorry no. But if you check at Kelly at the Bruno fish on a hard drink.
I read something about him that no more said time I know, sir. I was sure born or 10 or 10 time when in Tukruno where he born now. He's playing on a field that he's comfortable. That time now he's an man ball. Oh, be comfortable. He was still enjoying himself as he's doing now.
First time when we be am who. First time we be am who. Now Georgia football qualified. Akwa bi di tete akwa ejibo obuti. Zada no bobo Russia. Ina no Ruby Kazan. Na hwan ni nti achara mu ze waba Napoli no. Amezi akwa ni oni bobo.
He's a good player.
But I'm Alliance Arena kakra.
How shake you
okay, pictures, you know, the road to Budapest 2026. Bibia shishe. Profane de my born here.
Menya company be final. So him say because of you afraid. Even Pomenya Pan Kobeji.
Oh. Me asan me ano so
ne yebo.
We mo dey board your mo yebi.
Oma de ne wa kono ma otimu so da bi. Eni kan say betina fi.
Bo no mo yebi pa.
Ba ye nkuru man de wo betina fi. Say prince say na the special one say empty stadium. Say empty stadium. They say empty stadium. It's going to be a good game. Wow, be messy game we biano. You'll be messing a lot. Until he will be denying in terms of what na say. Na share.
I mean, the way to send you know, almost train station on also buying for an fans and people. So trust and on remember.
I know kind of money yet.
The almost all my ama say did kakraba all my police and about the video not so abun say you more money in a pay. So I be call trust and say exactly 5:30 no more do. To omo did be feel.
Na
omo dey about the stadium money at the auntie. Omo be do your name is a buying for ni bi ona. Omo say money we are. Na ozi azo ko obizo yi sa video ni ba ma san the next one be sure ma na ko Germany on how say PSG for no omo akoji bibia aboso. Omo aji bibia aboso. The Luis Enrique so called final. Oba beji Champions League no ato aso.
Ada wa se be na kan da.
Hey, Luis Enrique.
O do ko final we dey.
Oba pe Champions League no aja.
Ah, Venus wa kan yi. Na ga so ba beji are se. Aso ko final wa kwa kwaje. Asa bono juma wo. Sometimes it's good to be on your own. Yeah, you be happy.
I was two cry near the other. Near me course on in yard kitwa. And all trust in a baby.
And a German bed do.
And
a German bed. German bed.
To review now is ampa. Near Marco so papa.
It's good. It makes that penny for
Ghana we na almost
match we
almost pa
minimda
foreign we need go go na mpe almost pa
minimda ntomo ya no aya na to mu ni sei na ana omo head ya na mfili sei
ewu he ni sei ana omo bompa ye se nyame ma edi
omo bompa ye
se nyame ma edi ni sei twi na ma kan no na omo bompa ye omo nya so me bi o but omo bompa ye se nyame ma edi ni sei
okay
what ya say osan yi the next video ne the more obo PSG fans na akwa kudu Munich ono na niam omo ye wo tell to the football no man ye de but the we mo no so no is that bia mo analyze no o analyze ni din so a ya na akwa eze ye so ba bia ye fi no so ka ho bi kakra ohun o the we mo no se obi kura betimi akọ adwuma pon akọhwebo we bi asa abedu fi o chena akọ adwuma o mo no mo access ni we yes ma me nkonkotie kakra ma me ntie kakra
okay
ti auze enya de ketwa ni abre papa o man ye de e ya kono
football no
de ye de ya kono man ye de ya kono love to that is one is that come here UEFA Champions League final love to
na no ada na to so we ba ye adwuma wa ha ba ye kwaku peska no gu o say Pescan go
I love to one day reach this Champions League final. Who see this because it seems whatever say Goku. So be ubia ho atono. Ubia ni age ye na dwuma ni
fine. Police no tell say police ni be bow ni so bia on say police ni bia hey.
I know what prediction we are.
I mean, say prediction nam dia man. Say correct score there. I can't give you that.
But who is PSG dey be call?
And I think say no kokeke. Open away.
Bomb
away. Difference in so. Park and so ni na sia. You come to the bench.
But some boss of na.
Bayern Munich will try everything possible to turn the scoreline. But Paris Saint-Germain will do the job.
As BPR obeying.
Nipanyaska.
BPR.
Lawyer don't
well, my comment is Kakrana mene the sports messiah rena yentoaso na yenkuanim. But scoreline baba no quite interesting no. Chelsea are sharing the amount. You come Chelsea. Hey, but Felix Chelsea vast yen for bibia to Chelsea onim go da pa.
One no na me na no na yi ne ka.
No, Felix Cheno akwano nimgo da Chelsea bi oye obreku.
Oh, he's a good goalkeeper.
Esi our sewu me dem head bi pa.
He's a good
goal for Brekum Chelsea.
Oh, one of the few goalkeepers who more that to go at him so very serious.
Mate, mama kin messages kakra to the mama me e bi nye we na yenye ne enko anim ya na. Me ne Messiah en toa so hwen ni nkomo bi na ye hwen ne enko anim na bibia ndeda di pa. Ma unze from Kwame Essien Dema Kwame na wish you bad birthday ni adia mama really dino but I say happy birthday help me wish my beloved daughter Benis upon Bempa happy birthday nyamin sharpa Benis na dia upe bia emra mu kama pen farmer good greetings to all Fakye Sports crew and also to my number one Arsenal supporter Afro inside Sika Man site. I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I think they deserve both UCL and EPL. Nanaya Takwa, Visca Basa, Erodi Ramo. Good afternoon, Abu. Is your guy a youngin beat from a Joso Krapa Trasaco doing the watching live and clear? You guys are genius, especially Kweku Vaz, the controversial man. In fact, I prefer Bayern Munich to win tonight. I wish Arsenal winning double this year. The other bar, no. Good evening. It's Felix. Watch you live from Sinfusu. Champions League is bigger than the league. The honor the bar. And greetings, ABOU the DIABY. My name is Wilson from Akimota. I said this many times that Arsenal will win this season's Premier League and the Champions League if only Bayern Munich beat PSG because Arsenal will easily beat Bayern Munich at the final. And regards to my dearest woman, Empress Dorcas Chewa at China House, Akim Odan, and Odeba Babi Ramu Ewa. Please wish her for me. Tell her may Allah accept all her prayers. Make her great in the world. But I'm fat Nidino Namba Mami Ramu. Good afternoon, guys. Abu, I heard you play your match with hey Masa. He what it? No one may come a match and no one send me at the Is that be able there? So this is the second goal Abrikum Chelsea share name is there. Or Mama and call for enjoy being there.
Nice.
Jonah Tukwe. And Oshegu no pay that respect and also the man Omole striker Dominic Frimpong 80 million. Now was who pay that respect. Results are in Yanis 84 minutes Bichim United 1 Dreams FC 2. Recruit Chelsea 2 Mediama 1. Bibiani Go Stars 2 Summer Test now. Pound out of Lawrence now Nations FC 1. Hard to Fuck now Karela United now. Baseke Holy Stars 1 Indiana now Young Apostles 3 Vision FC 1. I don't have result here. Quick Rams is yes. Well, if you have a call there.
Oh, you have a quabu.
Aquabanso.
I'm Joseminia.
A Billy Gongo.
A Billy Samia.
Don't catch a brutal.
And I tell you, Marcelo, the action at Chacross.
Oh, Marcelo's your job. Why yet?
Sir,
as a bomb, Mitia, you know me. Who's there? Mitia, you know, Mitia, you know me, monitor.
Oh, I tell you, Marcelo, me and Charo.
But I come here. You see, on run near me, cool near Diana. You're quitting.
They're not Boba and Boba and I. I don't think, sir, yeah, the BB Tonsen, yeah, Atletico Madrid has been a better club than Arsenal this season. Derby.
Okay.
The only way Atletico Madrid now combat me afa kwan bi so media you MON-FRI me the experience of Diego Simeone in the Champions League at this level. But I think for him, adwuma no kai baby aduru no ya confront to kakra no free wonko. Because minsuo chewoto mu agihwa.
Okay.
And a hard drink akra. Minim the obetimi dia Atletico Madrid team ni hu bi. I don't know. Because almost signed players are Mimiji 2 years the likes of Barcelona and Real Madrid musical must spend the no. Ebi no so spend it. Because he top striker amount 90 million euros to 95 million euros. Near tofu fraud account. On or bench player position they are 2 quality players. I don't think Hanku is a bad player. Pugel is a bad player.
Yeah.
Molina a World Cup winner on your bad player. Or Alex Baina. Alex Baina before Ansan Obe joining Atletico Madrid was one of the best players of Villarreal. Wako fane the number Nabrel, Nico Gonzalez, Julian Alvarez, Soloth. Unkwa areas mu players be panani. And what shocks me is no you be having said tactically, none in Sanobo. But I don't know game the dream. Maybe I was asking myself questions. Auntie Diego Simeone na him no any. Because Wako 4-4-2, why it changes? Why Alvarez is Solot aba? You are going long now. Walk on players Ben on where runners closer to Solot. You are not even seeing all of these things. Was that losing your identity? Adia near the new Atletico Madrid pie how we defend this so well. Now they've lost it. The normal centre backs they could tell le normal money how to win still. Ultimate defend meaning say couple this a couple bubede abu baby I could drew how Atletico Madrid do the city no. On fan to on baby infant. But congratulations to Arsenal. 20 solid years.
Yeah.
You see, Mikel Arteta it's not just a result, it's a beautiful story. Said you looking back, Jurgen Klopp. Eka say obefa Liverpool, na Liverpool abre, na Liverpool ti say obe Daniel Moshe. He has that same beautiful story. O check obi ti say Alex Ferguson. Ni enti e bon abaso bia say England oba obe ya adwumani na na say oba e be bia na United gina. Any baby oja United ho no. Obi abeka say now this is a beautiful story. The one Arteta na Kwana super abu Arteta na because for baby ana Arsenal gina. For 20 years. Or 4 games away from winning the double. 4 games. Abu, 4 solid games. Who thought Sanka Arsenal would do this level? At that kind of first 2 seasons, I knew if that them.
Yeah, the Kaipa.
Who got to me back as a could be only a serenity.
Yes, only a serenity. Although no, that the message as an American cook as a or me, I would say consistency key when you pour a bravo.
What I say, and Shantokwa or ne Obama Young and the Lacazette Moon in Albania. Like I said, training grounds to me so be minimum no boom.
Ele Akwayo Sadala Granit Xhaka.
Granit Xhaka. But you see, look at the difference between the two. Tie Xhaka and some Kafa Ateta once and Ojawako.
Yeah.
And it's so cool Liverpool. Now man food di Ateta tem. So Granit Xhaka wo Shebo awobo akọ beating wo ha akọ say obi edi na tem. Obama young free one obese ne call Barcelona. Okobo Barca hihye goals kakra bi ye na mafoko kwa pai. And a player what say play over mama goals say we jana Ateta no. Lacazette crowd e kun na man for Olympic Lyonnais because after Arsenal no she goes power French Ligue 1 am for din attempt san Ateta na wonya de na Ateta wa sandodo na Ateta wa kofa coach be na be on Mesut Ozil issue. Fast forward 20 years there's been Unai Emery, there's been a lot of coaches. The most important personality in the history of Arsenal Football Club, Arsene Wenger. There's no way you can change it. Now Mikel Arteta has come close. But we are sure it's a league, you know. Maybe a dream just on one cast of Mumpe. And I don't see how Arsenal 3 games no own to me in Champions League maybe I'm a star expert because the opponents no it's a star expert. But for the league, he has done so well in the Champions League. So more to me and Ukraine. He has made a mark. Now Pochettino did define and also or the tournament must be fire so koi. On my Champions League in lose a single game. A fear had a number of goals on my concede. Look at how I'm more coordinated on myself. I think Mikel Arteta has proven that the story no a one to be told. And I think it is a beautiful one. In Chirima Bejina Baby Akase Arteta by no be easy. We are saying Kasa no tidy a reference point.
Yeah.
Yes, if you kwaku. I found to talk kwaku. But this is as a car let me see. Say ono papa fila varas. Only nya issue para catch you say ti I won hwe wadan for kwabna. Now so I catch up and say that nya wadan for the best fight.
The guy be 12 video.
Anyone for the best fight.
As we know class. For this fight. Kesi e pa na de ba me.
It's all in the seas war. It's here that was all mate for you. But as I'm no career I was a few on the montra. This year 2 hours wadwebo. Next also sad when in Adia.
Afutu there.
So I wouldn't be surprised that within the next few years, you see, people will copy blindly. Mean himself be down blue for the Chelsea for them copy blindly. Or Mark of Fat will be the number say, would they be kill at a moment at the time? You see, but a no beyond story in a epe. Abu said the Abraboni a shebretiano, Obi Satian in our say, and your person. Obi too quiet the Obi too quiet uncle ye. Obi tina chromo the ye, Obi sutina chromo as went to me and you'll be our life and a epe. It is okay to make copy the same thing I could dear I have not catchy. So appreciate people for how they became successful and trust in your own process and get it right. Because Mikel Arteta could be Guardiola here. You see, he does not even have the luxury of Guardiola.
Yeah.
Because Guardiola no team to make for the 65 million. And saying a lot of players and will be able. Automatically, Nunes say what the niveau 2. On what team can all the way about Monfrei chamber, Mon Fufro.
Quite way they're crazy way not watching. Mama Mush.
Mama Mush, or saying January window 75 million euros on Mobicura. And Transemena Bejina Kunya by Semena so near home because God you what Nanche. So Arteta doesn't have the luxury of water on only Nipana Usia under him. Ewo. Ne kakrawana wonyana anu maso song. You see, Abu, this Arsenal squad don't say kasi pick individual players. Omunisro, Abu. Omunisro. Bra so. There are few, I can't even pinpoint 4 or 5 world-class players in the Arsenal team. The word is world-class. Let's be honest with ourselves. World-class. World-class in the is it world-class? Now for fun is not
world-class.
I think you might make a case for one of their centre-backs and the goalkeeper of them. Because if you look at the Premier League, for 3 consistent seasons and all day.
Now when they are agree because who confess as a rebel kono na ejo at mu nyina agime santo.
Oh yes.
Pepe Reina mu nyina.
So
Arsenal ni world class.
It's better me classify and say omo very good players.
And they all come
about world class players. But world class they be.
Why?
No.
Kwagu ni
world class bi
why
there be world class
so be here be no cause ni ho Arsenal world class be why.
So this is a collective effort of a team wa o makeka omo ni o mabomu kakaka because Kwaku be wi o moko fire in the Champions League come and qualify akoma ana mo na nyame asese Atletico Madrid gi Barcelona de ni film
eno ni omo nhira no
eno ni omo nhira omo na nyame ase pa because you see but we are there Barcelona and Barcelona ade Atletico Madrid dey Barcelona I don't think Arsenal compete with be Barcelona
no correct.
Many shots on committee media, but I enjoyed every single game, and I think Akrabby on today's game. Abu, for these two teams, it's very beautiful to see any of them in the final of the Champions League. But me the Biameka say attack ne kuto mumi oloni na. The Champions League money.
Oh, okay.
The attacking trio of this because you over the years, BBC, you Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo, Tevez, you Samuel money na. Abu, the reality is the squad I kuta by Munich. Squad they kuta Paris Saint-Germain a Champions League then can no front three no obesha 4 obesha 5 obesha 6 is it omo na nkomo boy no game ni bi say ya what's a one no ba na what it sure because there are individual players that can overturn and omo players no so form na by the right time ade ayen hwe no Kivicha Kwaskili abo na obo Abu if he played for Real Madrid or Barcelona ke ne ka Ballon d'Or komo
yeah.
She former Kivicha Kwaskili and they have bought the Champions League this season. The number of goals, the number of assists. I don't think Paris Saint-Germain will even look at the belly and say, "Oh, they are the best player this season." There be more share by many Michael Olise. The numbers, Luis Diaz. But these are teams are Oma Didi Omudi the players in the Omun is a normal, and we will enjoy another game tonight. I think the little edge. By Munich, a war over Paris Saint-Germain, yes, Abu. In the Champions League history, fixture BNY produce eventual winners than Real Madrid by Munich encounters. Normally, Nipo tight trap on Munuba could be an old Champions League. Champions League. But me ask now, and now you may bump by Munich moment qualify. See, if I say the Champions League now,
and no never bomb than
because season omuyi Real Madrid the free momo call final one team anje na back 2012 that was against an English opponent a London club Satan now so that the London club and I would the record no kraton chair I think this Arsenal defense can contain by many attack or match in the group stage
sure
what did they mention as Bayern Munich is so prove chess or a team one or one team ball without conceding issue ni no. And I think that Mikel Arteta as well grow to a certain level. Individual brilliance can work for Bayern Munich. But I think for Arteta and company, and it's a final. The number of goals Arsenal conceded this season, which I'm not considering was that is the issue. Luis Enrique factor. He has been there. What did trouble with Barca? What's up did trouble with PSG? When you are there Inter Milan in the final. He's a brilliant coach. And I think for Paris Saint-Germain, almost a team when they decide to defend and give you quick counter attacks, almost be to do
Ate, mo yemra fi na yemfa to aso preko na yenni nkomo ne ade a. Eti junior hwe ni mo wa me na menyi birthday we quick in fio na me nkomo ni ento aso ni nkomo e wo fie. Because the iron and the MZ men na me ho kra na. Yewura nkomo kama pa na. Adena ano edin ezo ma minyi we feel quick na yeko yanim na afia to so happy birthday nko emfa ema efia Pascal ene eye wawoda so efia nyame nhia opa na oma nkwatenten nkwa ahode wom na de ope bia no emram kama pa emfa ma we candy na se emfa ema efia enti yema woda die pa na bibibia anko yi kama pa emfa ma yemra fie ni medi nkomo ze gwaguma hu squad no
squad we aba
squad no
squad we aba
para wa biti honorable Kofi Adams nkomo a wade era fa ye relate no championship yo mo ko Gabroni ene hon komo ne ade na ye hu said the name city but you see our result you krakra mu nie 11 wonders or come here. 11 wonders or 11 wonders.
And why they?
What is all watch almost 5?
Oh.
Almost top pressure about Kotoko 4. It's almost 2.5. Was it at the chair Kotoko? You remember to go to Kona one nail. Now Kruma, I looked at a mini permanent person of a bear. I come here play a year in my castle on Yadi.
Now, Kotoko players on the board.
All day.
I'm on the board here.
I want I know it to maybe Sasa, but all the team no. There's a Real Madrid that was this year. They are players, they are very good. But Ojinabo no muba or back. I mean, Miza who's Adana. As I don't hear local players in their form one. Time rough.
And only reason they are to be playing for Kotoko.
That's the problem.
Because Obo Kotoko, not Sammy one here. Now, when you said this is a club of multimedia 15 players, quite. Now, on your home more to fight for your position said next season because there's a new board, there's transition, there's a lot of things. Meaning when you're serious,
that is serious. Your money.
Serious, they're not. I mean, no, yeah,
serious. Your money.
O masa power.
You are born or more born there. O transit dinner.
Oh, no masa do.
Anyway,
no masa too much.
Do the.
Is it house of folk who cry in your transfer?
Hey,
assign players.
I'm also the Tinko's almost all.
I'm there.
House of folk come away from it to say fear come league. No.
Simple cry.
And almost a problem. No, or much less maybe or more issues. And when I reflect in the league, or money attack. But almost a deal because some defense and when I best.
Solid, yeah.
It will be actually say Caribbean Cadidian transfers back whom you know and say be tall. Quality attack be any more go samana. Ka different topic. But Kotoko the end day. A go in your head.
But Tiara Kufia was a commo dear far. You team ko ye ni omo take it on says any idea. I mean, take a
I haven't heard them express any concern about arrangement for the Senior African Athletic Championship. What I heard an athlete talk to about was their travel arrangement for the World Athletics that was hosted by Botswana in Gaborone, and that's so because of the wait time and all the jet lag that comes with traveling short. And they were trying to take on the Ministry of Sports and compare with the footballers. That also they got it wrong when they said if it were to be football, they get them tickets a month ahead. It's not possible to get tickets a month ahead for any footballer because most times the list is released close to the match time. That's where you know, and then you make arrangement to be able to. I've had cause to complain that I needed a longer time notice. So you buy the tickets longer ahead of time, so it costs you less. It actually costs the ministry more when you buy tickets last minute. So it is for our own good, financial and economic good, to have the information much earlier and to buy the tickets much earlier. It will cost you less. So we would wish that we got the information much earlier to act. And the truth of the matter is that the ministry don't change drastically the dates and the schedules as presented.
Dear no, here command the Honorable Sports Minister Abomo dear to Ghana 22nd May, any Mexico never. Nane, your one who's a coach in the squad naba. Who teach him now? I was doing more fair young players, being on the local guys in the town. And the goalkeepers on Solomon Agbesi Accra to folk. Paul Riverson, Ayas FC.
Ayas. Young Ayas.
Young Ayas. Or no, I bet that not 20 ni down.
It's young Ayas.
Young Ayas.
It's I'm so hono my Ajax FC, but when senior player for
Dabi. A young player.
It's young Ayas.
A young Ayas. A Ayas who
or young team.
And Gideos Asiakon, Dreams FC.
Gideos Asiakon, what that better 10 games this season?
Asiakon.
For Dreams.
Dreams FC. I will come about it.
Okay.
Oscar Pong Granada, Ebenezer Dade. Dreams FC.
In the league, I have Ebenezer Dade the best fullback league.
It's a pair the issue idea or no. And I Ebenezer Nan, Saint Etienne. Manu Dua, another one player as you own good game power US.
Our own person also.
Oh
yes. I think last 2 or 3 months, I never ball. Coutinho crowd almost by 1 week to 2 weeks. I saw come back.
I think it's a formal crowd.
So when we spoke, no crowd, naturally, on our midfielder. Boko San Diego no mas switch the nice center back due to the height no.
Okay.
One call SHS Okroma.
Oh, okay.
So right after junior high school now no opportunity to go. Enti utie ne nkomo kran na kasa kran na we will be a watena honom no achepa but the route there the remfi.
You know for anywhere.
Na da obaye no bi hu kakra bi. O dre boys ni pa.
Manudua San Diego FC. Nathaniel J. Nathaniel weekend in America.
Nathaniel formerly of Lagos Cities Oboga Kana Meboa. No. Asana O2 Kwai no Ako.
No, Nathaniel they minimum no was second division go.
Because the initial because Lagos Cities had some Nathaniel J time no ba league ni no. Sa squad na no mukuta boy of Rebusiado as Nicholas Jan Monet. Those days, you know.
Match crazy.
Because there was a Nathaniel J who was also a centre back for Lagos Cities that season. Baba Mahama more time no call no crowd mo twa mo call for buy. Na sa squad na na.
But we were born EU team ni da.
Yes.
So Lorraine weekend in America no. Rather since Nation FC that Costa entry. Kogu guys are that Costa. Na no other na 20 a call. Tona ye ni se Egypt all the red card bi mo share no. Di na asma me squad na nka sansa na mabawe ne so. Na ye wo Ebenezer Aban, Panda out of Lions. Midfielders no Emmanuel J.
Okay, Emmanuel J.
Former Dreams FC.
Yes. On the ball Africa no copy mo the semi-final. Baby Oba no about Taki no. That number 6 guy.
The United.
Yes.
Abdulaziz Isa.
Ono so him fan cover, free fan cover so na be
Dreams FC.
Okay.
Augustin Boache, Saint-Étienne, also formerly Wafa. Majid Ashimiru.
Wafa.
Wafa.
Formerly Wafa.
And Rick Seki. That's as I crown him. Gisron Rick Seki.
Yes.
No Crystal Palace.
No Crystal Palace.
Yeah, still Stoke City.
Okay.
Salim Adams Mediema. Forwards and wingers no Daniel Ajay. Na koku wadafu we yo na no mo frɛ na ambe bobi.
Say yes, I call up.
Felix Afenejan, Ibrahim Osman, Prince Amoako, Francis Amuzu. Amuzu.
I not tell my was no.
Amuzu is Amuzu.
It's your gun.
It's also why Ghana.
Our conference is over. No, so switching na Ukraine. I try match it. Inti match was on the BD kan Mexico. Call Brazil this year.
I told them no crime walk.
So I don't know my member ball result from the omo first call up na see net here Prince Amako Jr. Augustine Boache, Francis Amuzu, Joseph Puku, and I was Salim Adams, Emmanuel Ajay, and I feel so Paul Robinson, Rick Seki, Gisron, Oscar Opon. Oscar so you na says Onusu Fikroma. Manu Dia, Da Costa Entry, Gideon Sasiako, Solomon Agbesi, Ebenezer Aban, and I feel Ebenezer Day. But Aban the any dear crown, among credu Aban no wabo qualify crowd.
Yes.
Aban ye ne kwawe Sudan na nije obisi. Afcon qualifier. Nije obisi.
After say who say qualifiers na ye
obebo kakra dia Aban de omunyi ni film. Konem is wabona local guys in so a omo part of the squad no. Em say no so the to so abi hu. We no omunya ebe we ni ade a.
Omunya nsia.
Anti Solomon Agbesi, Gideon Sasiako, Razak Simpson, Ebenezer Aban, and I face your war Adade, and it was Salim Adams. And the Omona Yen Kofoa, and they almost your Mumra Bijna Muhemboa, na Nemankuy and Famo, my Ghana, near the T. Kwawu na me hwe na me bobo league no result yen say tinya kan say Chelsea giving up an away 2-1 2-1 we come Chelsea are winning All Blacks 5 11 Wonders 2 Beche United 1 Dreams FC 2 Bekum Chelsea 2 Mediama 1 Ibiani Gold Stars 2 Samates Nel Lions Nel Nations 1 How to Folk Karela Obianchi Basekoli Stars 1 Mediana Nel Young Apostle 3 Vision FC 1 So a non result ayenya. Because we are not meze amrani ehwese be ma ya frɛ for na ba. So na a result ni ne.
Otoko say okay. Obenya 46.
Fine.
Otoko.
Is o meko 46.
Na automatic na is almost an twero ko.
That we na yesi na also twero ko. Ni twero akwa kutwa protest fee.
Ah den Ghana no. Mura na mo football ku.
Esre o.
We say those who be a ma. In himself, a ma. Referees are throw match report with the Abasa wa ma. Basala it wasn't good Jessica.
My eyes are choco.
Okay. So now, say the number 6 corners. I got to bet my relegation.
Wait, right?
Bet my relegation.
Let the name 6 corner. That be sure. Okay. Yeah, sure. Relegation. You won't come. Maybe a top 4 no.
That be not. No more top 4 or more vanish.
Because you see, I pay. Say the win results and I see you on that 8th position with 43 points. If you have to end basket, the baby be sign on. The baby be 9th. Who's only basket to it?
Next one no more 40 points. You have 3 come on 1 for 40.
Oh, David. Our points and our fan count.
They count about
46. You are more relegation. You are more count cry. Okay. If you can't, you know, we have 46 points. Only.
I think say 42, 43 bebo.
Dabiu, ebobosu, hwase o. Hwe Lions.
The America say 42, 43 bebo no yes. I na me consider the home dominant factor. On say Ebo League main time for away results in time ye enkomo kakra. It will hear more we na no calculate here home games na ka say ABOU at the mention as. Then now they are more their times 3 points and nipa kroni benya. So, for example, we hope to say Brukum Chelsea. Or my game, I think it hasn't reflected yet, and I reflected.
About Chelsea, dear no. The tier say, who's all mono points we on one fan count. Money we points. I don't ever count. I don't ever count. Over
42. So meaning it's on about 31 games with 3 games to go.
Yeah.
So 3 games. So no home game back or count one. Everyone's about draw cry 43. It saves him in the league as compared to other clubs. By Vision FC.
By a league in the points are for now. We now are secure.
46.
Nations a team question House of Lions.
Question on one.
You see, I want to prepare Jim Makoka United level on this one. Because and as young apostles resource, absolutely top resource. We can not Vision 3-1. A beer table nim CCA. It's a beer table nim bebre. Yan shade kakra top of one there is already going to be decided because media money baby and go media will win the league. But I think ultra free baby a Holy Stars war. Ede banner. Eba bisia ebesi baby a Brukum Chelsea won. You see the 3 points in the crack Brukum Chelsea on over 41. Meaning Vision FC, Young Apostles, Heart of Lions, Bechem United, Nations, All Blacks, Holy Stars.
Bechem United is all points on one fan count.
It's almost over 43. Almost only hohoi.
Last time one call. Almost the
points over 43.
Teams now coming. I really need a door so far. Need teams win. When team back over can't. Or any level on this. Young Apostles. Brukum Chelsea. Na Vision FC. That team's trainer.
Vision FC.
Madam Akanwi. Omo ane po omo asem no omo aba beka. We no omo de no ne form no omo fire no. De na koku omo because unim. Is All Blacks better team All Blacks next game no. Or Sambu home. United.
Yes.
Yes. It's All Blacks the say no. O check implementation na. Omo no kra ne omo niam yi a. Omo beko.
Meaning say Bechem United 3 points in the crowd can Obasa could lose no so do Hashimo.
Yeah. And still omo de ne beko.
And only the All Blacks so beko money beko 44. Mean Onyanya 44 no so the next or Ben safe zone. Because we do All Blacks in their next fixtures, no more home games. ABOU Okona no adium. Because home game 1, no about away 2. I think that away 2 ni na the bed.
Yeah.
Away 2 no bebo. And I think that is a game maybe last game of the season.
So do All Blacks there. We are for no your implementation for free. You me pay o check it at the net trend and never could see apa. I'm sorry when you for when you're careful.
Nations na Kayama Adenaya star but Nations win now Wakunya or Heart of Lions. Asesanioma. Because we are one of the best home teams still say House of Football Kroma say be show. And no crowd on penalty class akoboye day. SN. It will more fixtures now. Monaka Young Apostles away. I don't think Nations FC will win that game. Oh, gee. Eddie. And some of you are vision with fear. Or bet Martin vision with fear. And some of you are last game. So Karela away honor. Karela away game. Mofa Karela points in into Sumaye. Karela how many points? 46. Ha. Abu.
Your Become Chelsea say. Zagoria transfer here.
Then I think I agree with you that Vision should be careful.
Vision Young Apostles.
But Vision were 2 home games. I can assure you, so Mukuta 6 points.
Young Apostles and Kafra.
Well, Become Chelsea matches na Akano. Become Chelsea matches na Akano. I know more than over.
Debbie.
The next game on the Dreams FC. It will become. It says when you will become and be a free gate, you know. And then a free gate. Match I need to more penny.
Anna, would it be a tone chair? The emotional acceptance of their SC no, and how to repay it no. Sure. Omo de ho bufu ne ho nibre and ever born. Obianka so bi kunya sympathy amobi. Like on say bibi timi sto. Now the ho abufu ne san nyoma ne de bobo.
And they also mo boshe na because they be ya part.
Pesa mo bodu tama go de buy. So now one come that means the mo koye nyina asem ni besi nyina.
Omo tough match a ne kwaku. We are Dreams will form pa but sa match we Sunday. Dreams better at will become. Obo we are in the next away match. 11 wonders. 11 wonders one. On person be show one and show. So person share 11 wonders akomia obe show.
So Become Chelsea bet many 7 points at West.
Yeah, fanasa.
At West.
We are the final
7 points now. All they count 41 now one. Meaning say on no 48. Obey say for the season. Vision ewo 3 games in the Vision go home to Karela, Vision go away to Nations, Vision go home to Aduana. I know say Vision be not 6 points out of the 3 games. It is a Vision war 38 CCA ya no di nkomoya. Udi 6 in the can one Vision be 44.
Na check your apostles so they are really.
Na fe it's in Navarra say ka say Young Apostles so
we dey want chide ya be kwale.
Okay, ya okay chom say. Because Young Apostles war almost 2 home games. Baako against Nations. Baako against Samatex. No makwa away to Aduana.
How much they decide out.
Eti say no table na hebe call to head no because the Vision 6 and can one Vision be 44. Young Apostles were 39. Almost 2 home games, a home dominant league. Yeah, the 6 and so come 39 or more 45. Now Vision so 44. Then quickly, me akwa share obi to say Nations FC. Nations FC say home dominant league in the boss almost win year because almost on Kafra. Because almost 2 away games. Baku tia Karela, Baku tia Young Apostles we no more home baako. Isi ano mo baby omo gina sisi ano. Abu omo 38 points.
That's Nations FC.
Nations.
Omo 41.
It is a what the 3 points na because mo 1 home game bet. What is that 3 points in the 44. That means omo ne Vision so boso. So I think the relegation battle na nkasa be sa game na besi wo Abrankesi. Yeah. Nations in Vision FC game no.
Match. I won't Ghana go with team of 7 points ba. Karela United. Akobia. So we have to fulfill team almost share the power Ghana Karela.
Na say no redeem win meduma.
Omo defend you.
Omo a good side. Omo a good side.
Akobia almost share din.
Very.
And we have dog to omo tamale so measure.
Abu Holy Stars so the ombe show be because Holy Stars for 3 games that carry that home. For boy Diana, no abo mediama, no abo Dreams. Holy Stars be league in him. And I think for Bechem United, they also almost so careful kakra. Because Bechem 3 games near way to sell
Holy Stars 3 matches no. Mediama hohoi. It almost all 3 points.
More 3 points there.
Now our final game against Dreams.
Se baako be ka kan omo ho na ye di ho ko.
Se baako no so na ya trase asese ade na asese no.
I think Nation in Vision. So Vision Nations na Young Apostles.
Young Apostles. Omo Kafra.
Yeah, but Holy Stars omo don beda wo. Because it's almost 46. The Abu Hohoi there, all the 2 games the crowd the man Dreams the problem Lucy. Almost 49. Welcome.
I don't actually do to see.
CCC Nations and Vision Young Apostles.
Vision now one mabo what the vision count.
Abu na Heart of Lions so last 3 fixtures na
also about 9 years
Abu home games 2 to aso. Obo Nations and okay wabo Nations na win. Iti Ebeka on the Samatex and Heart of Lions. I think they have a game with Hohoi too. In that mix.
Vision every relegation. MC. Hey. Abu
CCC no. I think CCC ni there. CCC me no ya adwen. A Vision, Nations, and a Young Apostles.
Where see Vision?
Vision.
So Heart of Lions dey ni. So already no more no war 39. It's Yemfanko 42 because Hohoi dey never be count.
No why? Oh, where Samate see? Oh,
no money Samate so fear no so no.
Or maybe I'm a league naji.
So if it is a home dominant league, just as we are saying,
but I mean, there will be a drill fee on it there. Team are not Kwakunya, a corner 5 crore or wire there.
I'm saying Vision in common and why ding. Money Nations.
Well, with that, fishes in Abu or more fishes who pay Vision.
No more yard,
but don't worry.
You're gonna really be able.
Oh, Abu had 2 home games in India. Trust you.
Me, a call for me, your only
maybe a Vision make relegation or be who or winning Nations game no rankese. So 6 points in them, say Oda. Almost 6 points. Young Apostles, maybe a bonus on Bekwan or Monko. That's where we are match.
You see that game way. Young Apostles in the Nations, you know. Oh, I will forward you when the between Apostles be show. Young Apostles went you on. I come here. I used to run teams, you know. Any nim kwa omofa. So Young Apostles only match amo more, you know. Kotoko game na.
Yes, someone lose to Kotoko by 2-0.
Sa born be seen them in operation. Omo yo omo. Who the goals in the battle aso.
Yes.
Omo money there to say after we see. And why Kotoko more matches, you know. All Blacks say try. Oko mo ma wanya de anya route abeja so. And they are doing very well. Ojo omo no so no. Mr. Mark Bako muso be decide your future pie do man in game no.
Yes, and American.
Which and no so no. Misro kakrama Diana because Diana ntimi mbo matches in ye.
Na say real way na that means your Vision say Vision the be decided what Nations game.
Yeah.
We must be decided what Doma
yeah.
Into on my why na 30 na can say Vision Nations Young Apostles. To my Nations the radio.
Na my Nations so much so na.
Nations so mo aye shikakra. Especially with whatever happened. Nations were 2 away games.
Wow.
Abu 2 away games. Nations Shebre Nankasa be decided verse Karela game. Young Apostles they say the guy say ni
Nations the Karela there. So the any calculations are on fan waboka.
So I feel na matter say the entire Nation supporters in the board official from Pomanso. Because 3 games now there is only 1 game that can save Nations. Karela win. Because home game against Vision there. So that game no Nations will feel. I've watched so many of their games at home. Abu, if you are strong. Nations are very strong. It's on FA Cup now relegation now. A team last season, as a time you drew match week 33. No multi league man.
Look, okay, has given nama omowie abasa.
Asem no aka na has given nama omowie.
Me that means say one notice here on. Share omo last be 3 home matches o ma bono. Waku na her results no mo nya no. Omo last 3 home matches o ma bono. O ma win 1 pay and o ma draw 1 o ma lose 1. Who's every coach just be draw.
Then that's not a good result.
It
is a Vision not pick 1 point to Nations game. Nations should start packing their bags to the Division 1.
Division 1 be.
Now imagine the level of investment and commitment. You see, by Nations now, because no issues goes beyond coaching. And I've said it time and time and again. Say almost squad planning. Any technical changes now more. Because replacement Ben had buy in place for Berma Bar. Berma Bar bo baby any go start in the replacement ben when you for Oseko for What is the quality? Replacement Ben Wanya for Prince Bedu Oba Kotoko. What is the mention as no? Face Achawute, replacement Ben Anya the man. It's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. Say, okay, for these players, now, but no be replace such quality in your team. Results Ben on what the better.
Before they create, you bomb and a chance.
And I think baby, if you man so soon, issue can see if you man so soon, you should have Jerry Chin down so born.
Oh, okay.
So, in the absence of Face Achawute, or when you say colleague, you know, he experience with Richard down so. No, I can't. I know because I tell you, Queen and Farmer almost are. It was more per quite be so. But I think they have one guy, the Mark Williams, Brandon, who is solid this season. I think he has been one of their best players. Ono can one anka, down so can nanka no, a can no move push the call. But down so maybe most of the time, and also create issues, my supporters bufui. A cartoon too. It's no money from Tom Manson.
Ghana Premier League team or
a cartoon team
or toss me and there's a weirdo crowd who say, oh, for the few are Kabbalah calculation for flow.
It's not because I think they have a genuine case, say we are not being treated well. But I think he will be able to bantam dodo.
That was
what I say. See, you so ever as you both stay. Now, because it's still no be able to transearch. The only leader never decided so be able to search 20,000. So there are consequences of every game. Now we are watching a match and more jaiboda. Your movie was a good year. There be over. So, Sabudo Sakoto. It was only need to us here. It here do maybe was here no. And I think they had a genuine chance to have done something a little bit. Now, oh, Conche, yes, for 1 million, bra. 4 years time was a 3 years time, most ever started division to just maybe. Oh, I'm not sure. Just maybe because of interest square from Ukraine. There are a lot of things you should have considered, including players on Musia kind of amount. You see, Abu, sometimes the emotions are quickly they taking decisions, you know. Minim say investment minim. I know how minim the level of investment that has gone in. And yes, I'm saying minim the level of investment. But sometimes
but I do baby. Young call for no so na into for kakra. You see, I think we need 7 kind of war. Oh, about 3 weeks ago, come on, I for Chelsea media magazine.
Oh, a lot of things I'm here.
And you see,
so you can't on be a free gate.
Media.
Because of results that has been prehead.
Sembi or Matia and Sem because from sources pen command cry dear baby say Fabi Vinas or Hoy for Ukraine baby see woman. Do you understand? The reason is maybe on supporting passmas in the moment film. And you see, men's uncommon the disadvantage in it. They are no crazy be a cast away support to ATM site in your now quite 20 in a baby and conform or support to the certain president.
Of course.
And also, you season one
and you
a big critique a lot of things. What you say? Yeah, you who say this year, we got team like Kokoy. Always so we see run a club. No, now a team is 11 wonders on any Ghana Premier League football in your fair.
Debbie.
About honorable Peter Mewu. And people see that team no a liberty professional here. Say, in fact, when we are seeing collapse, that's mentality. It's always a liberty professional.
Yeah.
And one angle, if you want. It's a new money now come here, but I mean, problem is it. And at the current, if you know, you now buy moon call for any buy football and be BS into normal withdrawal. Last in the 2 shatter mine.
Yes.
This is in all United. Are you sure that your politicians will be very well in Zoba football game?
The politicians and how most so be a football preoccupied needs to know the terrain and the system and work according to it. You see, your born na ye will kruma say no. One for what dream man tibebre. Now my emotions do a ninja wadrena on bemwabre. Or monobemwabre.
I agree.
What did they mention as no? So you need to be smart in certain aspects of managing your club and the obesity and your BBD frame. And yes, how oh predator makoemwa. The punishment and the system will vomit you out. Ebi ni eken. Now how they call ye the article 13 abono. What did they mention as no? The system has created something. Say what do 1 million Ghana say? Open so league na. Yes, so ummobi mo ansa na best league na catch.
Now do you as well as Ghana measure?
Scanning the so name and then I say be I was soon to me make club whether you are now or
and
not.
They are not paid their mom come on and they are not ready to invest in football.
And who invest in that one is fine. And the what you see carry up now and you say we can but you see precedents and records are always set ahead of us. Which is why they are you don't know what will happen within the next 5 years. Obia ne should say Abuati de mention as 1 minute you create base you create
5 years ago.
It will be a one day it might not be Mr. Ketokreku who is the president of Ghana football then one of far so okay we ne call regime ne film it ma member ye bibi keto afọ kwa registration and your be abobo no
your local players.
Oh squad ne dey abu justify your inclusion omokoye players omokoye justify ne animo omo maka no so ne dey ko be better omo ho apagye omo ho yie e dey advertise omo self say no be fa ma member players ne di nkyere omo omokoye justify for World Cup Majida Shimeru Augustine Boache omo fa list ne to so ma ne enko Ebenezer Anan
okay
okobo justify ne bi Afina Jan ekobo justify ne bi Amuzu ekobo justify ne bi what dey mention asen omo ayakasa omo manu dua de enti omo ni abre omo pese omo ne fra squad we say US ne Canada emu ba ko pese anko mo fan na anko mo naturalize. I think most of the US journalists were pushing saying come fan real national team because omo ni center backs sa omo hwe ne height ne performances omo Canada so push say come sunya na beboa. So I think the FA is being smart on this regard because it's a quality player.
The local players now your campaign.
Oh, Debbie.
Daddy, no more movie.
Debbie, obi anko.
Omo movie. I see a kobo just.
Ipa ba ko pen bia ono no betime nya akonya. That's Salima. Asande aka Ebenezer Aba. He say chire honom no sa center back position. Enya me wanwa. I wouldn't be surprised. Ebi kwampo mu didi nkomo wa chire for players like Josh Champo. I wouldn't be surprised. Abuati the mention as no. But on the realistic note, say in the absence of Omuna and Vaz, justify your inclusion. I'm telling you, say Manu be an Tadeleji. And Moshe. Ebenezer Anani because say you call Unity Cup. Also be Bobby Kakra. And I left back position one. Boka Kra, me say be a quarter back, none of man another chance. Say Omnana coach in your day. But realistically, so Pepana a center backs near wine. I think so more Manu Dria and in Nataleji.
What about Ricky
Saki? Ricky Saki ball as a you midfielder.
Yeah.
Now almost show be waiting my partner Thomas Depart. You see, I'm telling you for a fact that a lot of people within the Black Stars technical team under Otuado now almost has here Lucy Hope. I will see boom with Bono, which to me no credit me and receive Gonanga Sana. As I said, nay, but I said, yeah, in Tebene also pigeon. It will show walk up.
What says here, TV will buy.
Pa. But only the announcce say, was I dying it in a holy more?
What? I know this is about.
Was that dying it is justified was center back on it, Gina, Manu Dian and Atene Jesu. Justified no Fifia Sigina, Ashimeruni or Gestin watching, maybe a Ryan Shaki, Miss Wide. Account, Salim Adams there. I think he will be the local player to go to the World Cup. Then on Obeko, maybe I know Andres.
Why?
Salim Adams there.
Oh,
I bet to say, Varase, quite because you are already a any upgrade, somebody that's will go our boy. Now to meet me, I just over the level. No, we had the same profile. We as a Debbie.
Ben, the play meet in
what I say. Ben, secretary, what justifying Ashimiro gets watching Ryan Sechi. Oba ni mu honom na I justify no dem say nipa tu Prince Amakono mo dem be ko junior level kakra aha no mo test what is he's a very good player. Then Ibrahim Osman, he has lost his plot. I think he has lost his plot in the national. And Birmingham City the cry you no ye Daniel Jane Cosales for no dey watch it until we hear Afina Jan because say you who say any Afina Jan and ni which is true. After say qualified to World Cup and near watch the near Toby and in Nigeria, home and away or buy no boy we did not even help him. Then why Francis Amuzu, the legendary Amuzu, the Amuzu P, the Amuzu G, the man himself, who told us some time ago with sheer quality said there be minya Ghana ni. Name Edrume was over Papa son die. Say onsia kind of function and money. It Obama. No, not Hana drop nothing. But me busa mo say yan kasa Osman Bukari way.
We have this question.
Because I think Wenger say buy, you know, or chile bibio.
Yeah, Bukari there. Maybe I no so or share for the main, you know. But when they are 55 man list in there.
They are saying
55 man.
But Blasters, you know, when him say see I obey 20 and I say or 21 or there.
Me away.
Okay, you see, starting 11, you per one bear backup. Okay, you see, a goalkeepers, no Benjamin Asari, Beko.
So what can no Kudu Sunkubi?
What the Yenya Jumani see quick.
Remember, Fakye.
Oh, me, I will buy a quick. We are a quick net here for Tiasi. You say, goalkeeper, no, a mummy, you are short, some Beko walk up.
So I'll keep us here, why? Yes, I will. Keep us here, we want to. Ubi Emperor Bianco, what can
Debbie. But me make car to one say, a mum, your goalkeepers, me, are sure they said they'll go to the World Cup. Benjamin Asari, it's a honey walk up near the 3 goalkeepers in Echo. It's a Becca 1 slot. And on a down. Left back, and then there will call Gideon Mensa.
Babaraman Sudin number.
Me make come more, we are fitting in numbers now.
Babaraman.
Oh, there be make come on one. Abusisi, I mean, who didn't come with a Cassia blaster list, despite every other team. Right back. Ali, you said, you need Yanum. Calibranchi. This is a calibrate, said the name of Finfi.
I rather want to Ghana for Kakra. Why?
Position there. I want to come with the Kakra.
I take Ghana for Kakra.
Is there a personal replacement?
Well, clearly, sir, dreams have to place in a shame. No more market your mama market value of Pida. Omun deserve us on mobile. Omun deserve us on mobile. Ah, Omun deserve us on mobile. I come here, boy.
Abu, me say.
Sad dreams as you play.
Gideon Aswako, me check shares. You see, ya bought 30 to 31 Ghana Premier League games. What them will be 20.
Mame fa college no why na me comment. Me fa kakrana yen kone adia. O meti baba. The ma do dia ne baby afrefi.
Acho me di pharmacy. The kasa free koko.
Gwazi koko boko there.
Acho koko boko pa.
Miti ominia.
Sports na mu yeli ne apumya mezaya ade energy fufro ede agom eda na sepa was round the best ram na ye shene ye nim se Manchester United bit ma kwa Champions League eno an ye she but sports no so bibia mu yeli nyame nshira ngina
nyame nshira so wunia me hwe na me fa fufro na me nkomo udia ni baby afrefi about odi ni baby afrefi.
Hello.
Yeah, odi ni baby afrefi.
But your friend Papa Lupa kata free wachi.
Baba Lupa wa nchibo ko there.
Nyame adu wachi boko.
Miti ominia.
Yo ye me mo ba so Fakye sports there na me chira mo ba. Ba o bra ba ko no to ka say young boss dey ka wachi young boss dey go revision da.
Oh okay.
What that say? Because wachi anadia ya ka be to abore ni e wa o. What that say? Because here akwa boy ho da. Because every car ya bo. What that say the park After Yamaya, what if we are just at my yoga apostle, I go relegation da. One Pia, so I can say, what is point, you know. You have a quite way, I call you one for the career at 7 points. Then you can win a minute.
Matozo Nina Mentra, men far from a Bajo Diana baby Alfrefi.
Ah, the great, fantastic ABOU DIABY.
Yo, Minia.
Yeah, Pachoe, Benji, in Syria.
Benji, meet you.
Yeah, Mama Bosalam Castle Bodima. Lamentia Okumkom, MC, Achmango Beja South, ABOU DIABY. I have a focus on me and Guatim Papa, Ukumpa, Ukumutim, and Suku, on Carine, doesn't go to the Carrera, then I would chase the Bienu, but Bienu swear that from the medium solution. On the focus of I want to just an Afonso Gary, no Jafimoco of ABOU DIABY. Benji, in Syria, Macau.
Ante Benji made us say, Mamma, and I'm a far for na young queen. Would any baby Alfrefi? Yeah, my bacho dini baby Alfrefi.
Medina, me prefer trade.
My bacho trade about call there.
Yanko Padumo.
Meet you, Minia.
Fakye sports move by you.
Yeah, that's
the question. The question is saying, your friend saying, Messi Ronaldo. I didn't ask of both Ronaldo and US, but if you ask of the goose, a judge, Ronaldo, but the Messi, they are more fast system and count, you know. Say, yeah, Messi Ronaldo, why a higher assistant goose, Bumanaka. I find that you go to the last of the ghosts and quiet the BA and Tiasi. I knew that I'm not eating what's near I was in the too.
Okay, Mate, why? Now, I'm there, Google could be talk already a war on the ABOU. And already a community channel on the ABOU. It is a Mushiana Mojet, your moody goose banana, so the assistant. Now I can't be an uncle and teacher be half an idea. Me far from about your dear baby Alfrefi.
Our number simply say, Akomia were free, won't me, Anna.
About all that you on fear, why?
Because all free won't me a very and then one first story, I must say, yeah, and they won't to me.
Oh, David, on fear. Why, or that's all, why?
Me and the supporter for my you support Ankasa.
I on fear, not a high any feet in the debut. What count, Joseph? Why? Mamma, I'm far from about all the baby Alfrefi.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
We can say free tap on your side.
About all Takwabo Cordia.
Abu, Kakrank, and Yamiabuso.
Meet you.
Abu, you did come in far in Chiam Farmer on Abu Yuso, our Tapa, New Side, Tapa New Side, Assemblyman, and in the Juma or boy, and in Chiamam. Now, Abu and Emily just said, who are coming out of Wombo. Kumia, you be a adman, adman, analysis in feel good. Dino, then as I said, any day in a Nombla Mesram, and my program is a good Abribian, enjoy the big team. Yamislam won't come home.
Mate, Ozuni Yamentra, Mary and I'm far from. About all dear baby Alfrefi. Hello, call out to me. Oh, Mariana, Mamma Faba cum chato, Niana, Yempijayu. Call out a patch on to me. Yeah, you mammy, Odini baby Alfrefi.
I friend the follow.
Mabacho meet you.
Calling the I photo. Hello.
Yeah, me too, Kayanko.
The photo of a
Oh, line in clear, mammy. Mama and fan, Pemida.
Yes, Abu, many ages send me by say, with me, you are Ricardo Boha. Now, who's over yin and Ano Kakra. I'll mut him, Papa. Now, fair pass higher money be.
That was a good place second on.
Oh, yeah. I'm practicing out now.
Final match and ultimate boy.
Oh, they meant me. Once a semi-final, I'm injury free.
Because we was in a semi-final.
Semi-final.
Is it what the trainees are? Kakra, oh, yeah, the actual look show.
I'm saying, but some combo broken Chelsea train. I'm Timmy fan crack or mobbing. And you could some what do you say?
But
I am the summer, but manager, I'm in chair manager. I'm in chair manager to Fiaqua. I'm in chair manager more around. My banana, my office to the mirror, or my banner who cremuna. Let me so beer the dimishes. Cremoabe the dimishes on and say, aye, Cremoabe the dimishes. Luta swabi the dimishes. Aye, Luta swabi the dimishes. Oh, it's what did dimishes soon? Big brother, I mentioned them me monocram the maniate. Memi sa had the good boys now, you only varas. Mona Musun some one pem was Yakaphobia.
Why you abuse?
Now some man wants to do this.
I do that. Yeah, that's a pass on this show. Why? Yeah, that's a part of the show. To the rest
no credit.
Why? I did my period call ABOU DIABY Ricardo Verasana, the sports minister from Moon to Me, FM Moon to Me TV. And I bet finalist in honor. As I told them tournament, silver medalist, and it was
oh yes.
Oh no. I'm sure we are.